so bright, with a deck of cards and a heart of gold. Chester's tale is a legend told. Two-time champion, a name to know. With every match, his skills they show. From dawn to dusk, he plays his hand. Chester, the best in the land. Chester, the master of the game. Two-time champ, forever in fame. With a laugh and a smile, he wins with style. Chester, you make our hearts go wild. Through the trials and the fierce tools, Chester's wisdom always rules. In the league, he stands so tall. With every battle, he gives his all. Strategic mind and a spirit so bold. His story's worth its weight in gold. From city lights to the country's end, Chester's name it will transcend. Chester, the master of the game. Two-time champ, forever in fame. With a laugh and a smile, he wins with style. Chester, you make our hearts go wild. Strategic mind and a spirit so bold. His story's worth its weight in gold. From city lights to the country's end, Chester's name it will transcend. Chester, the master of the game. Two-time champ, forever in fame. With a laugh and a smile, he wins with style. Chester, you make our hearts go wild. Cards in hand, he's a sight to see. With every play, a victory's free. His journey's long, but his skill is free. Chester, a champion eternally. Chester, the master of the game. Two-time champ, forever in fame. With a laugh and a smile, he wins with style. Chester, you make our hearts go wild. So here's to Chester, champion true. With every win, we believe in you. In the Pokémon world, you've earned your crown. Chester, the greatest around. In the world of battles, there's a cause so fine. A spectral dragon in the shimmer it shines. With a gaze that pierces through the night. It's Dragapult TX, a ghostly flight. Dragapult TX with your power and might. Phantom forces take us to new heights. In the heat of battle, you never lose sight. Dragapult TX shining in the light. Stealthy and swift, you move with grace, leaving opponents in a ghostly chase. Your dragon launcher, a fearsome call. With every move you stand tall. Dragapult TX with your power and might. Phantom forces take us to new heights. In the heat of battle, you never lose sight. Dragapult TX shining in the light. From the shadows you emerge with a roar. In every duel you're the heart of the core. With ghostly power you sweep the floor. A legendary card forever we adore. Dragapult TX with your power and might. Phantom forces take us to new heights. In the heat of battle you never lose sight. Dragapult TX shining in the light. So here's your Dragapult You think you're so grand, a legendary power, cards in your hand. But in the heat of battle you often fold. A shining legend, but your story's old. New VMAX, you just a flash in the pan. Hyped up legend, but you can't withstand. In the game of champions you try to reign, but when the chips are down you're just a name. Mystical powers, your psychic display, but under pressure you start to sway. Your moves are fancy, but your strategy's weak. Against the real champions, you're far from unique. New VMAX, you're just a flash in the pan. Hyped up legend, but you can't withstand. In the game of champions you try to reign, but when the chips are down you're just a name. Once a legend, now you're just a ghost. In the league of greats you can't boast. Against the true champs you fall in line. New VMAX, your era's past its prime. New VMAX, you're just a flash in the pan. Hyped up legend, but you can't withstand. In the game of champions you try to reign, but when the chips are down you're just a name. So here's to New VMAX, you had your time, but in the world of battles you can't climb. With every duel you lose your claim. New VMAX, just a shadow in the fame. Welcome everyone to the show tonight. Choose the team that's live, gonna shine so bright. Grab your friends, settle in, it's time to unwind. Laughter and magic with the best you'll find. From near and far, you've all come to see the wonders, the joy, the fun that will be. No matter where you are, let's all unite in this chessful realm under the spotlight. Welcome to the Chess Entertainment Stream, where dreams come alive. It's more than it seems. With smiles and cheers, let's make tonight gleam. In Chess Entertainment's world, we live our hard dreams. Comedy and thrills, magic in the air. Every moment's gold with stories to share. With jesters and chess, we'll dance through the night. In this vibrant world, everything's alright. From near and far, you all come to see the wonders, the joy, the fun that will be. No matter where you are, let's all unite in this chessful realm under the spotlight. Welcome to the Chess Entertainment Stream, our dreams come alive. It's more than it seems. With smiles and cheers, let's make tonight gleam. In Chess Entertainment's world, we live our dreams. With your friends, let's all interact. With jokes and with games, we'll keep coming back. In this special place, we all belong. Together we'll make memories, singing our song. Welcome to the Chess Entertainment Stream, our dreams come alive. It's more than it seems. With smiles and cheers, let's make tonight gleam. In Chess Entertainment's world, we live our dreams. Welcome to the Chess Entertainment Stream, where dreams come alive, it's more than it seems. With smiles and cheers, and let's make tonight gleam. In Chess Entertainment's world, we live our dreams. So here's to the fun, the laughter, the light. In Chess Entertainment Stream, we own the night. Thank you all for joining, let's make history. Together we'll create a legacy.
I hear it helps if you hit the go and live button. Hello everybody, welcome to twitch.tv/JesterTCG. I'm your host Jester, and once again I'm streaming for the first time in probably a month. How's it going? Hope you're all well. Today is a big old tournament, one of those big old tournaments. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm hoping to do better than last time, because last time I went 1-4 and that was terrible. Why is my usual... Oh no. My usual list is gone for audio. Ruh-roh. This isn't good. Oh, it's okay. He's moved it all onto Spotify. Okay, never mind. Everybody stop panicking. We're fine. Okay, now it started. Perfect. Right, that should be loud enough for everybody. Let me just get everything started. Oh, I haven't got live open yet. Pianofish, thank you very much for the sub. I very much appreciate it. 37 months from Pianofish. Thank you very much. You absolute king. Yeah, so we are looking at a normal amount of players today, I think, or a normal rounds, I should say. So we should be absolutely fine to just continue as we are. And Kaya, thank you very much for the 39 months as well. Appreciate that. Thank you. Right, so I need to get the round timer stuff up as well. Although, to be fair, I say that, it never bloody works. Unless I open it from, like, the right place. So let's open file location. Timer shown as round finish, that's fine. Stream timer version 4.0. So that should start with 30 minutes on the clock. Just make sure it's working. It's working! Let's go! Cool. So if I just close that and hope it doesn't break anything. So we start perfect. Right, okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, how is everybody? Hope you're all well. And it's been a minute. I'm playing Raging Bolt today, by the way, because I think that's going to be my Frankfurt deck. As it stands, it feels like the best option for me, because I'm bad at the game, and I need a big basic deck to play, so I feel like that's the way we're going. I feel like that's going to be fine. I was considering Evolutions, or EVBox, because I've been wanting to play it. I set it all up ages ago, and then Kaya took it from me. Not, she didn't steal it, but I said to her, do you want to play it? And she took it instead and played it, and she had a good time with it, but she's not played it for a while, so I'm like, cool, the deck's available, let's give it a try. And I decided not to play it pretty quickly. Like, more than anything, I know there's a lot of thinking with that deck, and I'm not here for thinking at the moment, so we should be fine. We've got 102 people ready. The most we'll have is 106. So we are doing 7 rounds and then a asymmetrical top cut. 16 match points will make top cuts. I think that's correct. 3. So 5 wins. And then you can ID. Yeah, so 5 wins. So 5-1-1, I think, is the lowest score you can enter day 2 with. Day 2? Yeah, day 2 of the same day. Why not? Right, I'll put the shout out on here. Welcome to Jester's Quarter Cup for Q3. We have 102 players, which means 7 rounds. Top cut is asim. You will need 16 points to make it in. 5-1. Nope, that's inches. 5. Nope. Where the hell is slash on my keyboard? There is the target you're aiming for. Good luck, everybody. There we go. Look at that. Me saying good luck and everything. And Young saying they're stressed out. Oh no. It's not because of this. Right, so that's not working. So we need to keep Spotify open. That's fine. As usual, by the way, Pianofish is here to be doing the judging. However, they may need to step away later. We will give you a warning on that, which means we won't have any judges that aren't playing the game. So if judge calls get a bit slow, I'm sorry. All right, ladles and jelly spoons. We are starting the tournament. Round 1 is now paired. Good luck. Jesse S. Round 1 is paired. Good luck. All right, review the alerts. Markers resolved. It's a increased activity from normal members. I get that all the time. It's really annoying. Right, so who am I against first? Who would live in a house like this? I'm against God of War. Of course I'm against God of War first. Why wouldn't I be? Right, okay. I mean, it's going to be a meta deck that I'm going to have to, you know, actually play against, so we'll see how we go. I'm not going to be too upset about how this goes. I've not played this deck in a while. I haven't actually updated it since I got top 4 with it back in God. May? Yeah, it's been a while. So, yeah, this list hasn't been updated since May. So there's definitely some stuff that needs to be changed about it. And more than anything, I guess I'm playing it like this to see if I can figure out what the main problems are. I'm going to not look at chat while we're playing, so I'll see y'all on the other side. I say that, then immediately see Zach has said, good luck, Jester. Thank you, bud. Why is chat not showing up on stream? That's a problem? Twitch chat. Properties. Restream, okay. We'll figure it out later. Alright. It's not a fantastic... Am I going first or second? They decided to go second, okay. So, Hoot in the active's absolutely fine. As long as we've got Latias to move stuff around. So we should be okay. The Flutter main in the active is very rude. I understand why you've done that. So I can't get Ditto out. So I think we go double Hoot. We'll Nest Ball. So grabbing Raging Bolt, I can kind of see making a bit of sense here. No Jamming Tower, that's a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Ogerpon and use its ability, and then Ultra Ball if we don't like what we see. Worst case, we can get Crispin Nest Ball next turn. Okay, Fighting Energy's really good, actually. So I think if we do something like this, grab ourselves a Noctowl. There's an argument for grabbing Raging Bolt here. But we know what we have available in the deck. So I'm not going to worry too much. There's always a chance we get bossed if we put this in the active. So I don't think we do that either. I think I'm okay with that. I'm not too worried about Teal Mask getting brought up, because we can always do something ridiculous like throw another energy on it. A Teal Mask. We can't Teal Mask if the Flutter main's in the active. But we'll definitely have a Noctowl available, so that's the important thing. I don't know if I would have fan rotomed if I knew I had the ability available. I don't think I need to. I'm hoping we can just take out that Rults really quickly here. There's a genuine chance that we can. Okay. Electric Energy makes that a little bit more interesting. So how do we do this? Because take out the Rults, we definitely Prime Catcher. We could do a Nest Ball. There's a lot of pieces we need. I certainly don't want to INO. But can we go Nest Ball? Oh, we can go... We need another Noctowl for this to work. We have an energy available. But we can't grab E-Switch and Crispin. So can we turn this into more cards? We can. I'm just trying to piece this together so carefully here. Okay, so I think... Honestly, this is... We're missing a Mew here. I think that's going to be our biggest problem. We can't get rid of the Hoot. We can't get rid of the Latias. Oh, it might have been smart to grab a thingy, actually. So... Let's Nest Ball and grab... I'm trying so hard to piece this together. Let's Fan Rotom. Fan Rotom and then Ultra Ball. Noctowl. For another night. Okay, I think I can make this work. There's no stadium in place, so that doesn't work. Okay. Then we can go Ultra Ball. Get rid of these two. And grab Noctowl. Does that make sense? Yes, but only if we retreat first. But if we retreat first, we can't then use Flutter Mane. Ah, this... Wait. Yes, we can. So grab Noctowl, retreat the Hoot Hoot into Raging Bolts. Retreat Hoot Hoot into Raging Bolt. Noctowl. I'm piecing it together so slowly, but I'm getting there. Crispin, Energy Switch. It's leaving us with a very poor hand, but it gets us into the game. And they side, so that means they've got like no follow-up after this. This is such a dangerous position to be in, because if we get like gusted, we're kind of screwed. But to piece that together like that, I think is like really good. We just hope our top deck's good. Okay. I mean, having a nest ball in hand's worth 2 in the bush, so that's not too bad. I'm definitely... There's the counter catcher. Yeah. That makes sense. So we're looking for an energy now. If this nest ball could become a Mew, we'd be in such a good position. But unfortunately, it doesn't. That could potentially do something for us, actually. Would I be inclined to... No, because Slitherwing just becomes a liability. I think we get the Bolt out. It's not super ideal, but I'm trying so hard to make sure we have value here. Grass and Electric. Teal Dance. I'm so glad Noctowl's only 1 retreat cost. We'd be in real trouble if not. So let's attach the Noctowl. Retreat. Bring up the bolts. Thunderburst Storm. He can't keep getting away with this. He's spawn camping! Stop him! As long as it's not a counter catcher or a boss. We just keep killing them as they come. If we can get to 2 prizes remaining pretty early, we're going to be happy. We can take out the Monkey Dory. Okay, it's concession. Perfect. What a start. So that was a win. I meant to drag the Latios. Don't think it matters how I was drawing. Ooh, alright, we'll take a God of War win. We'll take a God of War win. Do I want to put that in the battle log? See, I've got training caught up, and I'm like, oh, I should start like running that a bit more. Don't know what the word is. Don't know. It's gone.
And his name is John C.
Right. Hang on. There's like a million things happening at once. I'm trying to block a spam bot here. Why can't I just remove this from the chat? Oh, okay. This is that way. Cool. Right. Someone follow. 2 seconds, Ted. Let me reply to that. I'll say thank you because I'm a thankful guy. Look at me being all thankful and the like. Stream manager. I'm managing a stream. BroCyber21, thank you for the follow, very much appreciated. Please raise your do's and tutorus in chat. Right, so score. I can pop that there, and we can go 1-0. It goes crazy. This guy is just returning from a 3-month break, and he's still playing Raging Bolt the old-fashioned way. Timer is completely wrong. It's not 00. I can tell you that much. 25. Done in 10 minutes. That sounds horribly familiar. Cool. That's running now. Perfect. Perfect. One message was deleted by a moderator. Did I do that? Am I the moderator? Is it me? Am I the problem? Right. Let's see what the meta looks like today. I know I'm playing in the tournament. Limitless, leave me alone. Okay, we have 13 Dragapult Dust Noir, 12 Goldengo, 10 Raging Bolt, 9 Gardevoir, 5 Dragapult, I assume straight Dragapult, 5 Ethan's Typhlosion. That makes up your top 6. We also have 4 each of Flareon, Noctowl, and Zoroark, 3 each of Other. Goldengo, Joltik Box, Grimmsnarl, Frostlass, Terrabox, Charizard, Pidgeot, 2 each of Crustle, Cynthia's, Garchomp, Ceruledge, and Joltik Box, and 1 each of Rap God Time, Roaring Pidgeot Control, God of War Jellicent, Arcaladon, Salamence, Blissey, Roaring Moon, Dunsparce, Charizard, Dust Noir. Isn't that the same deck? Ogerpon, Festival Lead, Ho-Oh, Armrouge, Golden Dango, Dunsparce, Scissor, Rocket Spidops, Milotic, Farigarath, ew, Walls, get out of here, Great Tusk Mill, Frostlass Munkidori, and Dragapult Charizard. Now that brings to question, am I playing Cornerstone in this list still? Because if I come against Walls, I might need that. I'm not. I took that out. Ruh-roh. Yeah, the more I look at this list, there's definitely stuff I want to get changed. I do like the E-Switch. The E-Switch goes crazy. Also, can we talk about how well I navigated that first turn, or second turn? Genuinely, I've never been so impressed by myself. That's like my one good play of the day. The rest are going to be jank. Everyone's going to be screaming, this is what you should be doing. And I'm there going, yes. But what if I did this? What if I'd made the wrong play? They're out here wrong playing. There's a meme call? Oh my god. I'm playing, but I'll see if I'm out before top cut. Smiley face. Gotta hit him with a smiley face. If you're not hitting your friends with a smiley face, what are you doing? You know what I mean? We've got so much time. I feel like I could play a game that's not thingy. You know, thingy. God, I'm so dumb. That's not on the tournament, but you can guarantee if I try and do that, it'll be a game that just goes on like forever. So instead, in fact, what I will do is I will copy the thing into Training Court just so I've got the record. You can do it via tournaments as well. I don't know if it counts as like separate things. Seymour. Ogerpon. Is God of War like technically God of War something anymore? Or is it just God of War? It's just God of War, right? There's always Raging Bolt Ogerpon. So I can look at battle logs and tournament rounds. Okay. They made some changes to Training Court, but they still don't give you the ability to reset your password, so you know, it's one of them. Also, this is the second time I played the deck today, this round. My first game today was against a King Gambit / Brute Bonnet game. On my deck. I'm as much in tune with that as anybody else is right now. Do not understand. His name is John C. They were trying to do... So King Gambit, I think, first of all, Saminator, thank you very much for the follow, very much appreciate it. Please raise your do's and tutories. I got the logic of it. It's King Gambit has an attack that says if your opponent's Pokemon, or active Pokemon, I think it was active, has 4 or more damage counters on it, it's immediately knocked out. So they were trying to obviously poison and then take instant knockouts. But I kept just like gusting up the Brute Bonnet each time. Never had like more than 2 damage counters on any Pokemon. So it was just like, carry on, I guess. Carry on, Wayward Son. I'm just going to make sure there's no things to worry about as far as admin's concerned. One open match issue. I hope Yamez is on that. It is okay. It is a it has been dealt with. Oh my god. Okay. We're not going to talk about judge stuff on stream, by the way, before you ask. I just have to quickly read through it, being the tournament organizer. A phone number? Let's see if there's a conversation being had over here. Right, let me just see if chat's working. It is working, okay, cool. It's just really small. Why is it so small? I mean, I don't need to read it, I've got it there, but I just wanted to make sure it was working. Let me... Sorry, I'm just watching this judge call. Piano Fish is very good at dealing with them, but I always have to keep an eye on, just in case. Just in case anyone yells. We did have an event actually last week where... because both sides were kind of kicking off and being a pain in the arse, I said to him, do you want me to step in just to be, you know, just to say, listen, the judge's rules are the final rule. I'm backing them up. So yeah, I think he was quite thankful for that, because that was a whole scenario. I think that was like an 11-minute judge call too. So dumb. Also, we should probably get Pokedoku ready, right? But Milky's not here, so maybe I don't have to. Maybe it's fine. Hello, Novocaine. How's it going, bud? Hope you're well.
You have a thing that says round timer, but it was 0 all the way through your round.
That's fine. It now doesn't say that.
Oh, okay. We fixed it.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
I know. That doesn't surprise me.
Shush, not very well. Leave me alone.
Okay, this... I might need to step in on this, because this is a bit weird. Okay. Oh god, I'm having to get involved now. So if I go, I'll reply to chat, but I'm gonna have to focus on this for a hot second. No, I'm gonna pop in. Oh man, it's been quite funny because like I've not been playing a lot of tournaments, but I've been at least like paying attention to the judging and stuff like that. And the amount we've had like so many chill tournaments, and then there's just been like 2 or 3 in a row now that are like a million judge calls every round. One didn't help that I actually like put the wrong date on, but we won't talk about that. Wait till the game end. 4 minutes left. thought, why can't people just play some Pokemon? It's less playing Pokemon. It's the fact that like live is such a terrible client that like the smallest thing can make things go wrong. Like I came back to live after about a month off last week. Earlier this week, time's a fluid state. And the first thing that happened was I clicked Artisan and the game bugged out. Artisan just floated there for about 15 seconds and then the game said, we need to reconnect. I was like, come on, like why is this game still absolutely awful after all this time? Hi Tony, how's it going? Hope you're well. We could potentially get Morty on camera, but we need to hide Beans' food.
I'm on it.
Oh, thank you. We feed them at 6 now, so a normal stream time's at 7 o'clock, so this won't be too much of an issue. But at the moment, we're having to feed them at 6 o'clock when we eat dinner. And we're trying to get the boys not to eat Beans' food when he's finished, because they're on a diet. Like, Neo is overweight, Morty's overweight, so we're just trying to, like, maintain their food at the moment. Oh my god. That wasn't an Artisan, that was a Fartisan. So true! How there isn't a cat called Rick. Because Morty isn't actually called Morty, he's called Mort. And he's based on a character from a book that my partner has read. He's not my cat, he's my partner's cat. But obviously we live together, so they're all our cats now. It's the same way Neo isn't a reference to the Matrix, he's a reference to Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot. But nobody knows that. A lot of the time the judge calls are at least manageable, but there's always one that turns into a they said argument, and you can't watch an online game unless they're streaming it themselves. Yeah, that's why we have the streaming rooms, right? No. Yes, maybe?
No,
That's Neo. When Morty comes up, we'll get him on cat cam. If I get cats, I'm calling one Morty, the other Rick. We are looking at getting dogs at some point. I think we're planning on calling them Rocket and Groot, which is still possibly the best thing we've ever called anything. Also, they have a new toy now, so you might get to see them jump up and have a good time.
Yeah.
Maybe. This is the entertainment you get between rounds. Cats may be jumping. There you go.
Yeah. Apparently Morty's not as interested.
You went like that and then call it a day. Do the cats do exercise? They kind of do, because they constantly chase each other around the house. But they're cats. They like sleep for 16 hours a day.
He literally left the room.
Huh?
Has he left the room?
No, he's there.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Shy Guy TCG. Could I battle you? I'm not doing chat challenges today, but I will be doing them when I come back to streaming normally, which will hopefully be Wednesday. I'm trying to get back into the habit of streaming. And I'm slowly getting there. I think we're just waiting for this judge call to be finished. I haven't even checked if there's any more. No, there isn't. Good. Just not paying attention to the job.
Oh, hello.
Morty, hi to the stream. He doesn't like being lifted, so you'll get like 5 seconds at most. What? Come on. What, chunky boy? Sometimes he just looks and then leaves. Morty, come here.
Neo's like me.
I can't pick him up from there because he just backs up. I'm trying to get him. You put your hand on his back, you knew something was coming. You go to Brisbane this year. I remember you were saying you were interested in checking out the Australian meta. Did I? I mean, I'm not going to Brisbane probably ever because Australia's really far away from me. And there's way more European tournaments I could be going to. This is Morty. As you can see, he doesn't like being held. So I'm going to try not to throw him and put him over there. There we go. He made it safely. There's no judge calls at open ATM. Cool. Then I guess we're just playing the waiting game. Also, I look really small on the camera today. It's the lack of hat. The baldness really makes me small. But no, at the moment, the only tournament I'm registered for is Frankfurt in Germany. And then honestly, we'll see where we are after that. Like, I'm in a weird position where I'm not that bothered about playing Pokemon at the moment. Most of my gameplay at the moment is in World of Warcraft. So Pokemon's kind of taking a bit of a back step for me, but I do want to try and get back into it a bit more, especially with Frankfurt coming up. But honestly, it really depends on how Frankfurt goes, because like I really struggled last year. I did like 4 or 5 regionals and internationals. The inters went well, like EUAC went well, but the other tournaments just went absolutely trash. So if I start off on a bad foot again this year, I'm really not that bothered about continuing. And I enjoy playing, but like I probably enjoy playing against chat and people online more than I do in person. So carrying on streaming and playing the game that way is absolutely fine. And I am looking at expanding the content as well. I'm picking up a Switch 2 soon, hopefully. So Legends will be on the stream. And some other stuff, we play Champions and things like that. But yeah, as far as TCG is concerned, like, I think I'll still run the tournaments, because I enjoy running the tournaments. I still want to do Chat Challenge, because Chat Challenge is fun. But yeah, it's a weird one. There's a lot in flux right now. And again, of all the excuses I've got, like, I'm not that bothered about pushing for Worlds this year, because it's still in America, and America's not the friendliest of places at the moment, even for Americans. But like, let's not even get started on like how bad it is for Europeans and stuff going over at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how Frankfurt goes. Go from there. What if Brent calls you out? I actually played against Brent in Liverpool last year. When did I play Roaring Moon to Liverpool? Might have been the year before. It was really funny because I've never played a high-level Pokemon TCG player, ever. Played a lot of good players. I've played like people who've made top 8 in regionals and things like that, but I've never played someone who you would look at and go, oh yeah, they're one of the Pokemon players. I've never seen someone move in the way that he moves playing that game. It's absolutely insane. So if he wants to call me out, he's welcome to. He's already beaten me. He's got no reason to call me out. Call me a Brit. Thanks, dude. Grew it myself.
That's the second time today.
Yeah, I had a neighbour compliment me on my beard today. It was bizarre. I'm going to Frankfurt as well. You go with friend or something. Yeah, I'm going with our lodger, who sometimes turns up on the stream. I'm catching up with my usual German buddies as well. A big army of Germans. It's going to be fun. We're in their home turf, so I've got to be careful. All I know how to do in Germany is order a burger with cheese, so I need them for everything else. I think that could easily be solved if the UK reconquered the USA. I think we hand it back to the native people, but that's just me. But I shouldn't talk about that for being from the UK, so... All the people that should be talking about giving back stuff that belongs to other people. I don't think the English guy should be saying anything. You okay if I speak with you at Frankfurt? Dude, you're more than welcome to. It'd be cool to see you. I'll be the guy wearing the Toxtricity purple trousers.
Ladies.
Let me tell my own jokes. God damn. Who's the host? God, tell you what, you take over. Go on, comedy lady. My partner's next to me, by the way. Yeah, so I went on the Pokemon Center website at the weekend. This weekend? No. Where am I? What day is it? Is it yesterday? Whenever it was. And they got like a new range of stuff out with like new trousers and jackets and stuff. There's like Obstagoon, somebody else, and Toxtricity. Toxtricity is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. That's my top 6. If I was a gym leader, I'd be running them Pokemon. Went for all the trousers, and it's like, oh, men's and women's, Toxtricity pair, just women's. I'm like, what the hell? What is going on? So I dug a little deeper, chat. There's a men's bomber jacket. It says men's. I clicked on it. That man's wearing the trousers. He's wearing the ladies' trousers. Not the ladies' trousers. I think he bought his own, but he's wearing the trousers that are supposed to be for ladies. So I was like, well, clearly, I'm allowed to wear these too. So I looked at the sizes, and it turns out I'm a big lady. I'm wearing extra large. So I've ordered them, and we're going to see how they are. But I think I should be allowed to wear them. I'm a big Toxtricity guy. So anyway, all that to say, I'll be the guy wearing Toxtricity trousers, purple, black shirt, and a cowboy hat. I wear this hat. Hang on, where is it? Oh no, my hat, where is it?
I think it might be upstairs.
My hat's upstairs, but I've got a hat. You won't miss me.
No, it's not.
Hi, Riken. How's it going? You can tell she's a Coventry fan. Who's a Coventry fan? You made your bed in 1776. Now you can line it. Yeah, I'll be wearing this hat. So you won't miss me if you're going to Frankfurt. Or you will, because I'll be hiding somewhere, because I've gone, like, X2. Right, round 1 is done. We are just going to let the timeout happen for 30 seconds because when there's a tie, there's always an argument. So we'll just see how that goes. Dale says hi.
Hi.
Hips are the only real issues with trousers. It's usually fine if a less hippie person wears ones designed for hips. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Right, that looks like we're done. So we are pairing the next round. Round 2 is up. Good luck, everybody. And I will just do that. Not in judge chat, but in the correct chat. JCS. Round 2 is now up. Gluck. As somebody spent last 20 years trying to find trousers that fit properly. That is fair. If anyone's got knowledge of it, it's you. Right, let's make sure the timer's on correctly. Well, 29 already. Check-in's always weird because sometimes it will show like plus time. Then other times it's just like not working properly. I don't really understand why it's so wrong. This is Cynthia's Garchomp, which should be a decent matchup for me actually. Well, I probably want to be careful with the Roserade. I don't know if they can attack with the Roserade. They can attack with the Roserade. Okay. So I do want to just take knockouts. We've got Secret Box as well, so we don't have to worry about Big Cape, which is good. Big Cape making Cynthia's Garchomp 400 HP is a little bit of a problem. It's not one that's like unsurmountable. Sorry, it's 430. It's not insurmountable for Raging Bolt, obviously, but it's still not great. It's still not great. Got the challenge. Good luck. Alright, gamers, I'm going to be focusing on the game. So, Cynthia's Garchomp. Again, I'm trying not to look at too much of what's in the list. I know roughly how the archetype is put together. But yeah, it's very much the same as like any other. Just go for whatever you can. Do we have to worry about Shaman? We do, okay. Shaman and Iron Bundle. Okay, so we can go first. We won't be in too bad a position, hopefully. But the thing is, we don't want to focus on Baby Bolt if they're running a Cynthia. Not Cynthia, a Shaman. It's still good for like taking knockouts to begin with, but if we can go Fan Rotom first, we're in a much better position. This sucks. We can retreat, but we're not in a good position. We going first? We got Prime Catcher. Oh, this is awful. I guess we go for the potential for Cruel Arrow, but this is what we call a brick start. Now, this is still a favourable matchup for me, so we can maybe pull it together, but for that to happen, we're going to need to see Crispin. We can't even rely on Energy Stretcher here. Energy Stretcher? Energy Switch. Depending on how much they do, I might look at an Iono here. But I think we're going to see potentially a TM Evo here. Or we're just going for straight Cynthia's Power Weight, yeah. So we're flooding the board. If we don't see Shaman go down, it's good for us. I think Gibble can one-shot us, right? Garchomp can one-shot us. The Cynthia's Power Weight's still not great. That does bring it up to 400. That's what I was thinking of. So we need, what, 420, which is 6 energy for a knockout? We can certainly build towards that. I'm not too worried. I don't think there's much point in using this just yet. Blaze it. If we don't see the Shaman, we're in a fantastic position. If we do, we just use Cruel Arrow and the active, call it a day. Oh, there's no way we're getting donked. Well, not donked, but functionally donked. Oh, this sucks. Come on. Do they have the energy? They don't even need the energy. Oh, that's so bad. I should have Ionoed. That's on me, dude. Oh, I misplayed that horribly. Oh, that's completely on me. I could have avoided that. Oh, never mind. Happens to the best of us. I think if you run that back and run it with INO, that doesn't happen, but that's on me completely. I should have gone hunting. It was more of a case of like I didn't want to give them any more because the hand looked really small. But they must have had double Arvin in that hand. That's insane. We should have used the INO because we couldn't use any items, so we just kind of had to find something useful though. It's a shame you can't denote on training court when it's a brick, but it is what it is. Garchomp. And then Garchomp Roaster Raid probably makes sense, right? Match request. We got result already? Judge call, 2 secs. Let's have a look. Yeah, they jumped him in 3 minutes.
And his name is John C.
Mobstar, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Please raise your do's and tutorus in chat for Mobstar. Mobstar's the one who just beat me, by the way. So if you want to be mean, don't be. Don't be mean. Mobstar, hey bud, how's it going, buddy? Welcome, welcome. I mean, since we've got time, we might as well do a ladder game. Do at least 90 damage to your opponent's Pokemon in a single hit. Play 2 item cards. I feel like we could do that with Raging Bolt. That feels like a Raging Bolt doable thing. That's what we do, right? Just hit big numbers. Call it a day. No, Mobstar, that game was completely on me. I had Iono in hand, and I didn't think you had a very good hand with only having 4 in your hand. So I was like, well, there's no point in potentially giving you more cards. But like, I should have got enough basic down. I couldn't have done that without running Iono. Actually, and even then, I probably I could have missed. So that Iono will forever be a maybe, a what if. Marvel's what if. Bolt likes first now, right? I'm learning. I don't love this start, if I'm honest. Do I just throw Bolt in the active and see what happens? I mean, absolute worst, if they don't run a Shaman, we can, like, snipe immediately. I ain't thrilled about this. There is an argument for starting the Hoot Hoot retreat in Sada, them drawing more that way. The absolute ideal next card to see is either Nest Ball or Ogerpon. Or Crispin. Crispin would also work. But right now, we're not looking too great. Definitely got the Genesect, so Hand Disruption doesn't do a whole lot. Getting the Balloon plus... Getting the Genesect in the active plus Jamming Tower goes crazy. That's not really what I need, but it'll help. So let's go... So we've got all our energies in deck, that's perfect. 2, 3 there, 1, 3, 2. 2 more Sada, 2 Crispin. Catches in, Bravery Charms in, Jamming Towers in. Both my area 0s are prized. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Why be a hater? Why be a hater? You know what I mean, chat? Why be a hater? Okay, now we're cooking with gas. So we hit him with the Teal Dance. We can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind. Because if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, and their friends are mine. Do we set up for a Raging Bolt next turn? Or do they just target it down because they run so many bosses? I have a horrible feeling we lose this Ogerpon. So I think it doesn't hurt to just get it out at this stage. Winky face? Got a sword, I got a Crispin. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. We don't run the jamming tower strategy yet. But I think if we set ourselves up Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, it puts us in a position to get a Noctowl next turn if we survive. And if not, we got Pheasantipity. I like the way you work it. Yeah, okay. I think I like that. So remember the Thunderburst Storm, just take out the first Gimme Goal. We already know they've got 2 in hand, but if we can just, like, spawn camp them, because they might not go for the Raging Bolt. They might get greedy and go for the Ogerpon. If they do, we just snipe the next Gimme Goal. If they don't, then we just jump them with a Raging Bolt EX. I just don't know how this matchup goes. Is like the main problem. I've just not played much of it. Back in my day, Goldengo wasn't all that popular. They're missing an energy, by the way. This will be so funny. In a 10 card hand, I'd be very surprised if they're missing the energy. But they have put down Fez. So maybe they are missing the energy. Which is wild. We don't have an actual snap. There's no way they didn't hit the energy. Oh, that's so funny. There's no way in hell they concede unless they don't have the energy to take a knockout here. That's so funny. Hey, YouTube, I'm back. Hey, Clam, how's it going? Uh-oh, I'm about to jest. Me too, buddy. Me too. I'm constantly about to jest. You know, listen, if we're counting the Garchomp unfortunate game, we're counting this game. So good. So good. Okay, Ogerpon. Hey, guys, I'm Ogerpon. Kate has messaged me saying, I'm going to be back quite late, so please make sure keys aren't left in the door.
Put keys in door.
But what if they're right in the door? Kaya shook her head at me. I've missed you. Oh, Clam, I've missed you too. I'm genuinely, I've been struggling so much trying to get back to streaming. I was talking about it yesterday actually with KO. I'm like, you know what? I said, I woke up in the morning. You know what? I might stream today. And I got to about midday and I was like, God, I'm knackered. Like, I don't want to do anything. The problem is I'm not so much like tired physically as I am mentally, because for those who don't know, I quit my job back in July, start of July. So I've been running my own business, my own pet services business. So I've been doing dog walking, cat sitting, pet taxis, etc., etc. And it's just like, people don't talk about how like mentally draining just keeping an eye on your schedule is. So I'll give you a good example. This happened today actually. I've been talking about this for a while as well. So one of my first week-long dog walks, I hate to use the phrase, but it's easy to say, they dropped me at the start of August because they wanted their daughter, I think it was, to walk the dog while she was back home from college or university, whatever. And they asked me if it was possible for me to pick them back up in September. And I said to Kaya, I've not had a message yet, so I wonder if they do actually want me back. I wonder if they've got somebody else. Because my schedule now, in the space of a month, is full. Not full, but like it's as full as I need it to be. What they had was a 10 a.m. walk every day. I got the message through today asking if I can pick the dog up again and start walking him every day. And I'm like, leave it last minute. Like, they literally want me to start again on Monday. So that's going to be interesting. But the problem is I don't have a consistent 10 a.m. slot anymore So I've either got to find a consistent slot somewhere else or hope I can have them in weird times, you know what I mean? So I've got a walk that finishes at 11 a.m. on a Monday. So straight after that, I can do a half-hour walk in the same area, which is quite funny. But then on Tuesday, I can do a 10 a.m. walk. Wednesday, I can do a 10 a.m. walk. Thursday, I can't. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I was trying to figure it out like that. So I sent them a message saying, hey, listen, I can, but I need to check my schedule to see what times will work for everybody, because I'm not dropping current clients just to pick up an old one again. So, you know, they could have not let me go during that month. I had to find that income elsewhere. That's what I did. I'm not now going to jeopardize that new income because they want me back, which is a nice feeling. So yeah, it's stuff like that. It's like having to look and go, okay, where can I squeeze this in? Where can I do this? Where can I do that? I'm going to Frankfurt, obviously, as you guys know. So the Friday and Monday, I've got stuff booked. I've had to move that. So now I've got a really busy Thursday before I go, and an incredibly busy Tuesday when I come back. The Tuesday looks a lot like the Tuesday I did this week, which was a 20,000 step day. So it's trying to get everything balanced. It's trying to make sure the money's going in the right places, putting tax aside. And then it's like, well, what can I do to chill? And I've got Warcraft again now, which is amazing. I've talked about that recently, but like I've been back to playing Warcraft quite a lot. Because I could play Pokemon, but I can't play Pokemon for fun, if that makes sense. I know it's weird to say, but it's a competitive card game, and I'm a competitive person. So the fun element is there for me in the competition. So if I don't have a good time playing, or I'm not winning, I don't have a good time. And you guys have seen that. You've seen me stream. You know what I'm like. So Warcraft, I can just chill. I just go, oh, you know what? I'm going to spend half an hour just fishing. Having a good time. So that has now become my chill game. And it's hard to then bring myself back to playing Warcraft. So, yes. Trying to get back to stream. Like, my time isn't impacted at stream time at all. Like, the latest I usually work is like 6 o'clock. So, I haven't got the excuse of, oh, I've got a late evening thing tonight. I generally don't. But it's just having the mental energy and the mental bandwidth to, like, carry on doing this as well. But I'm trying to get back to it. You know, every time I've come back, I've been enjoying myself. So, we'll keep it going for as long as we can. My schedule is all on spreadsheet, all my clients and times and payment dates, so I keep track of them all. Yes, pain in the arse. Yeah, I've got Google Calendar sorted. I've got my planner down here, which has all the times on. A spreadsheet wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but also things can fluctuate quite a bit as well, so it's just easier for me to do the accounting side on there. I have a new receipt task. Ooh, how exciting. Oh, what do I have in messages? Discord. Oh, it's okay. She sent an email back going, please give me strength. But if we make Top Cut, it might still be up, so we'll see.
Tell her we won't leave keys in the door if she stops shaking her keys outside the door to our bedroom in the morning.
The keys in the door if you stop jingling keys at the top of the stairs. So for context, I've not really been paying much attention, but apparently Kay has like a million things, like plasticky bits and stuff on her key rings. She has like 3 keys, like 1,000 key rings, but apparently they play like wind chimes when they come out of a pocket, so fun. I could do 6 p.m. on Wednesday or Thursdays before 4:30. Wait, AM or PM? Important? AM or PM? What was that on Reddit? Exclamation mark info? We have fun here. Right, admin, dashboard. Oh my god, no match issues. What a treat! 33 games out of 49 are complete. I was going to tell you what the standings look like, but there's no point. Let me tell you, they're standing. 4:30 a.m. might be better for Clan Burglar because of time zones. True! That's very respectful of you. I need to lock the door after myself. But not at the top of the stairs. Kaya says she hears you
Jingle, jingle, jingle,
messing
jingle,
with
jingle.
the keys
Every morning.
outside of the bedroom door. I'm trying not to tell her off.
She's gonna say, no, I don't. She does.
No, I don't. What? I love scrolling down the Twitter timeline and seeing people go like 1-3 with a really good, unquestionably amazing deck, having bad matchups, and then going, yeah, the deck is terrible. Like, Halcyon, if you end up watching the stream, I'm so sorry I've called you out, but like, Dragon Ball Dust Noir, lost to God of War, win Charizard Pidgeot, lost to Terrabox, win lost to Joltik, Goldengo. They're all unfavored matches, aren't they? The Charizard one's the favored one. We have fun here. Just bullying people randomly on Twitter for no reason. Although, Karen and I were driving to the shops earlier, and she has been questioning whether people are getting bullied enough these days. Which, listen, I'm back for bringing up the bullying. You guys want to be bullied? Just say something weird in chat. I'll bully you. Charizard with Chi-Yu is no longer favored against Goldengo. Why? Talk to me. I take them out of my bag there sometimes to make sure I've got them. Make sure you've got them in your room.
Behind a shut door.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm telling off a child. Other way around even. Charizard with Chi-Yu is favoured? I'm confusion. Because Chi-Yu can one-shot Dengo and it's a what prize is your prize? Yeah, so Charizard with Chi-Yu is favoured against Goldengo. So we remove no longer, right? We correct the sentence by removing no longer? This one. Yeah, there we go, okay. But no, he was playing Dragon Ball Dust Noir, so I think that's still favourite for Dragon Ball. It always has been. Never mind, I missed. It's okay. Listen, we're all just idiots. Don't worry about it. We're all just dumb duty heads. But we're having a great time and we're looking great with our t-shirt tans. I mean, it's not good for Goldengo. I got the sentence order mixed up. Did you translate it from German? Is that what happened? Hey chat, I've not been streaming since it's become popular. How's everybody feeling about K-pop Demon Hunters? It gets a thumbs up from me. One of those famous Jester TCG thumbs up. If Derpy was a Pokemon, which Pokemon would it be? I'm leaning towards Quagsire. Quagsire. I feel like Quagsire would get obsessed with a pop that had fallen over, you know? But is it Quagsire or Clodsire? I don't speak German, but I feel like I should learn some more before Lille. My brother in Christ. Lille is in France. Sacre bleu. Hon hon. That's all you need to know, right? Quagmire? What? Quagmire. Giggity giggity. Hey, guys. Spotify's introducing DMs. How are we feeling about that?
Oh, really?
I feel like it's completely unnecessary.
But there's lots of child protection issues with Spotify already.
We're about to make it worse.
Yeah.
The focus is on Roblox right now. There's never been a better time to make your app worse. I mean, speak to the Germans we're staying with. They speak English. Don't worry about it. As long as you say Mitkayser bitter, it's all good.
Nobody wants that.
Marius loves it when I say Mitkayser bitter. It's his favorite thing in the world. The joy I bring to that man when I just randomly say Mitkayser bitter. I never realized the song title here was called Harmonic Diddles. I don't know how I feel about that.
Wow.
Also, there's a lot of these songs that are like alliterations and then just randomly harmonic diddles. Nocturnal Eyes. Late Night Latte.
Oh, no. But you won't sleep.
I don't like lattes, so I should be okay. You did indirectly introduce me to Burnt Das Brot, which is hilarious with subtitles. Oh my god! Fucking Northern Lion, the only content creator I bother watching, he came back from a trip from Europe, and he was in Germany. And then he found out about Burnt Das Brot, and the chat went crazy. And it was really funny because it came up on the page, on the video, and I sent to Murdo, and he goes, Murdo! He's discovered the midnight bread. And he just sent back, Burnt Das Brot? And he said, how did you feel when he did that? I was like, oh my god. I know that guy. I know that guy.
What's midnight bread?
Huh?
What's midnight bread?
Burnt Das Brot.
What's that?
Okay, I need to get up on stream to show everybody. If you're unfamiliar with Burnt Das Brot, he is a floating piece of bread in space.
Oh no, I am aware. I recall.
Okay. I don't need to get him up, chat. Sorry, you've missed your opportunity. Kay has already seen it.
No, you can show everyone else.
No, that's fine. Now you've gone and done it.
It's a bit like Mr.
Sausages don't get enough credit because they're the only food that you can have all throughout the day. You have them for your breakfast.
Sorry,
you
there's a
have them
thing
for
going
your
on very loudly in my
dinner.
ear.
You can even pop them in a trifle.
You could, doesn't mean you should, though.
What's up?
It's like Mr. Blobby, but German.
No.
It is.
No.
It's weird.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's like the German Mr. Blobby.
No.
Only made of bread.
No. he doesn't go around going blobby, 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 and then like running into shit and knocking stuff over. He's just floating in space.
I wasn't saying he was the same, but like he's like. You
No,
know,
no, I can't. I'm not insulting Burnt Das Brot by comparing him to blah 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 blah. Mr. Blobby.
What's your problem with Mr. Blobby?
Terrible.
It's a little bit terrible.
He lives in the White Void after the main program and finishes on one of the German channels. He does, and he's having such a great time. Apparently, it's after one of the kids' channels. It goes off air. That's what I was told anyway. Yo, Indeed's telling me I can be a senior cabinet maker? No, thank you. I've got a good job now. I walk dogs. What a life. I still do that, by the way, chat. I'll be walking for about like 20 minutes, 25 minutes and go, my job's just walking dogs. This is amazing. What a job. I just made this shit for myself. Can someone please explain Mr. Blobby to me? I've looked it up before, but I still don't understand it. That's okay. You don't need to understand. There's nothing to understand.
It was terrifying, and it was on TV, and we tried to forget about it.
It's awful, and somebody's bringing him back as well. Like he's on TikTok. I don't think it's the original guy. That'd be insane. But there's definitely somebody in an inflatable blobby suit that keeps like appearing on my TikTok.
I don't think it was always one guy.
Nah, it's one guy. It was Mr. Blobby.
No, Mr. Blobby's the name of the suit, isn't it?
No. Why would you name a suit?
The Teletubbies weren't always played by the same persons. Otherwise
No, they were
known as
played by the
people.
same people.
No, they weren't.
They were.
Nah, like, you reckon?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Nunu was always played by the same person as well.
Nunu wasn't played by anyone.
Yeah, he was.
He was a robot.
Yeah, played by a little toddler.
Liar.
No, Liam. You keep getting that R letter at the end, and it's M. Mr. Blobby's before my time, but I remember someone dressing up as Mr. Blobby to a party when I was about 4. And you've hated mascots ever since?
That's how it works. Normally.
Something traumatizes me when I'm between 2 and 4 years old, that's it. It's dead to me. Like clowns.
Yes. I know what you think of clowns.
I'm still traumatized by having to watch the Teletubbies singing nursery rhymes video. They can't talk, but that doesn't stop them from trying for an hour and a half. Hey man, they're out here trying their best. Bluey's eating their cake, and they need to step it up.
Bluey's a badass.
Oh, Trump's still alive apparently. That sucks.
Yum.
Huh?
Yum.
What? Bluey is awesome.
Bluey is awesome.
I can't take Kaya to shops anymore without going, Bluey! She got so excited about a swimming Bluey in Tesco. It was ridiculous.
It was so cute.
Big fan of Bluey. We got some Bluey boys over here. Some blue bonnets. Ridiculous. Foolish. One match remaining, by the way, chat, and I bet you're wondering what it is. Oh, never mind. It's finished. Dragon Ball Dust Noir versus EVBox. It is finished. Timer is done. We're going to give it 30 seconds, then pair up the next round. Cloud Jr. has good taste. I see. I want to be a Paw Patrol household, but I think it's going to be Bluey. I don't think I'm going to have a choice in the matter. Kaya's already, like, just watching Bluey.
So yeah, no, I don't watch Bluey by
Then why is it
myself.
on Netflix?
Because I watch Netflix at work. I watch Bluey with the kids at work.
I'm hearing excuses. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, round 3 is up. Good luck to the gamers. Round 3 is up. Good luck. If I can be a good dad like Bandit. When I grow up... Oh, I was going to be against one of my 1-1 gang, but I'm not. Oh, what the... A Scissor EX deck? Oh, I don't even know how to approach this. Two Matang, what are they for? Oh, Metal Maker, okay, that makes sense. What does Scissor EX do? Discard up to 2 steel energy from this Pokemon. This deck does 120 damage for each card you discarded this way. Also takes 50 less damage with Steel Wing. Ew. I do not like the look of this deck. But also, I like the look of this deck. Scissor, I barely know her. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't just scissor people you've just met, chat. You take them out for a drink first. I said I'd ask Murdo if axe throwing is a popular children's game in Germany. Can you imagine if Murdo was, like, cool and he turned up to these streams so we could actually ask him these questions? He actually has a legitimate reason to not be here today. He's at a party.
A party?
Yeah, he's, it's Julian's birthday today.
Aw, he's having a party.
Well, he's over there. I don't know what they're doing.
That's cute.
I assume it's some form of partying.
I wonder if there's a cake.
I don't know.
Do Germans eat cake?
The Germans eat
Of course
cake.
they do. They invented cake, didn't they?
I don't know if they invented it, but Battenberg's
it.
theirs, right?
I guess so.
Sent a request. Shoot me a challenge when you're ready. Bonesaw's ready! That's me, I'm Bonesaw. Poker Vital A is also in this deck, so I need to, like, just knock... There is so much, like, metal defense in this. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff that... I'm going to have to, like, learn on the fly with this deck. This seems terrible. Only downside of Bluey is we can't watch it on the big telly or Batman loses his mind, so Lee watches it while the dogs and by extension, me are in bed. Alright, chat. I'm going to focus on the game. Wish me luck. I'll try not to give myself terrible board states this time around. But we can't promise anything. Okay, so Scissor EX. It's an interesting concept. It is one of those, like, funky decks that I think if you give it time, it could be really interesting. I did play against a Copperaja EX deck when I was at a Cup a while back in May. And they ran it with Monkey Dory because the attack does damage to every Pokemon, including itself. So it would just do damage and then have like 60 damage just send straight back at you. It was ridiculous. Really cool concept, but ridiculous. I don't think Baby Bolt shenanigans will work too well here, so I think we just have to focus on Big Bolt. which is fine. This isn't fine. Starting this is terrible. We have ways and means around it, but it's not going to be fun. There is potential for a good turn, but this doesn't look good. Although their start is also terrible, there's a chance to donk. Okay, let's see what we can do from here. So we get rid of grass, we just got rid of electric, so we grab another electric. Please! I don't think we'll do anything this turn. I think we just go for a settle because we're not going to do much else. I think going too aggressive here is going to be silly. So we'll grab Fan Rotom. We can get the... As long as we don't die, we can get the Blood Moon Ursaluna out of the active fairly easily. So I ain't too worried about that. Just gotta be careful we don't overfill the bench here. We obviously get Ogerpon in play because we're going to need it. Hit him with a Teal Dance. I've just realised I could have got a donk here. Oh, that was really dumb. I could have got a donk. You fucking idiot, Liam. Alright, well, we live and learn. There was a donk there and I messed up. We should have nest balled for Latias, retreated the Ursaluna into the Fan Rotom. Oh, we didn't have a stadium. Okay, never mind. We didn't actually have one. But if they don't have anything else going on right now, the Varoom is going to be a problem. We can Noctowl into stuff next turn, though. I think you have to rigidify here. Great word. I think Area 0, try and get some more stuff on the bench. Ooh, that gives us options. So, they're taking 30 less damage, so we need to hit for 120 to knock out this Varoom. Okay. So 120 knocks out the Varoom. The question is... Is Baby Bolt enough here? It is, theoretically, but we actually need to hit some cards for it to make sense. So I think we need to go for a plan B here, just to be safe. So let's Nest Ball and grab these two. Zero Nest Ball, and we'll grab Baby Bolt and Raging Bolt. In fact, we don't have a retreat right now. Oh, we don't even have Latias. Oh my god, I've not deck checked. Okay, I'm actually I'm actually actively throwing at this stage. Prime Catcher would fix this, but my god, I am just I'm playing terribly. What is wrong with me? Do we just hold on for dear life here? Well, the thing is, they're not doing anything. Oh, I've thrown so hard here. We just need them to keep dead drawing. They're nest balling. That's not dead drawing. I can't help but notice. So this will be for Genesect for Scissor. Now, I don't think Ursaluna gets knocked out. Yeah, Ursaluna doesn't actually get knocked out with this. Smart to set up a draw engine here. Oh, I'm really annoyed at myself. I'm going to be honest. Really annoyed. Okay. We survive another turn. If we can take out this Varoom, they don't have an attacker. That's kind of like the thing to bear in mind right now. There's a bear in mind. So we'll definitely Teal Dance. Not really what I'm looking for. Come on, good draw. We need next. Like, there's a technically there's a relatively easy solve for our problem. So we're even night. We definitely want to go with this. And this. We ain't hitting it. Honestly, it's on me. Like, I can't be upset. I think we just have to set up for the future. Do we attach to the moon so we can potentially move it next turn? I guess so, right? Good guy Liam is playing so his op gets the chance to play the game! Could you imagine if that's what I was doing? If only my round 2 opponent could do that for me. Yeah, there was a round 1 donk there. That's so dumb. Or turn 1 donk, sorry. Turn 2 donk? 2, whatever. Yeah, it was turn 1. I just want to get rid of this for room. It's so annoying. It's just taunting me. Look at you, fool. What energy do we have here? Electric. We got the fight and the fan rotom's got that on it. Opening Blood Moon while prizing Latias is unbearable. It's really like that threw me completely. Okay, so there's no attacker as long as we take out this Varoom. So we E-switch, attach, retreats, bolt up. There's a temptation to play terribly here. I'm gonna try not to do that. Okay. We're not on beast mode yet, but I wish we were. So I think we just take out the Varoom, right? There's no reason not to. Take a grass energy from there. Take the flight energy from here. So annoying that we have to do 2 energy there. But it frees up the fighting energy, which I think is quite important. Oh, awesome. We're in the game now, boys. Definitely in the game now. We got Ditto. Well, I get the feeling we're most likely knocking out this Revel Room this turn. So the Genesect will have to go into the active. Yep, that didn't surprise me. It's a relatively easy choice. We know Latias is prized, so our only way to get rid of this Blood Moon Ursa Luna right now is Prime Catcher. Which they have just made slightly easier for me to get to. Which is nice of them. Let's consider it. I think we go double grass because we want the draw. We don't want to use Sada. Annoying. I think if we put this on you so you don't become a target, we've got a good response attacker. I think we just have to, like, hold station? Yeah, we just have to wait till Prime Catcher comes up. We've got 11 cards left in deck, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's definitely in the deck still. So there's the Scyther. Kind of exhausting our options a little bit here. Interesting. We haven't seen Night Stretcher yet, have we? There's 3 in the deck. They shouldn't be too far away. Okay, the Poffins are coming out. So the ideal scenario is to take out this Scissor before it can do anything. We've got the NG on board for that. There it is. So 30 less. 30 less, that's 60. So 330. Oh, we can make this so much easier for ourselves, actually. We don't even need to do that much in the way of maths. We need to do 280, that's 4 energy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jamming Tower was 2 birds, 1 stone with that. That was awesome. Ooh. The bear is a massive problem, I'm not going to lie. So how much gust do they have? 2 boss, 1 counter catcher. So there's 1 boss still available, 1 counter catcher still available. Yeah, we've got all our night stretches still, so we should be okay. What, jamming on the tower? It me? Huge. Okay, so I think we just lost this. Hit him for that one-time energy. There's a temptation to go for the Genesect. I don't know how beneficial that would have been. Definitely do with seeing 1 more knockdown. We need to see our night stretches. Like, that's kind of the biggest issue right now. If we can get ourselves to a night stretch, we're not feeling too bad. Because we can at least then start piling up on the moon to get it out of the way. God damn it, I knew it was coming. This is such an annoying matchup. Mostly because of the gusting. If we can get to an area 0, we're not feeling too bad either. We do have 1 more on the... Oh, we don't. Okay. So we do have to manually get this out of the active now. That is a problem. What are we powering up? 150. Pokemon takes 30 less damage. Okay. Where is all that energy right now? Committed. We need to find these night stretches. I don't know where they are. They're all in the deck. They're all in the deck. That's very annoying. I think all that energy is committed to? Yes. We've got time. But not tons of it. Hang on, I'm just doing some maths in my head. So we need to see a night stretcher. We need to attach every turn. As long as we attach every turn, we take a knockout. That's not necessarily true, though. We kind of need to draw things in the right order here. And at any moment, we can see our Raging Bolt knocked out. I think any response about jamming on your tower would be demonetizable. I wouldn't even be upset if they IO'd me. Don't think they will. We've also got Iono waiting in the wings as well. Right, there's our first one. They've used both the bosses. They have counter catcher still. What we could do with is an open bench space. But I don't think we're getting that anytime soon. Play Crispin. I can't. If I could, I would. We do have Iono still on the deck, so at least we've got that going for us. There's one thing I don't know if I've got in the deck, which I need to quickly check. Perfect. Do it for me. Okay, we do run that. It's fine. Sure. The thing is, I don't know if it's in the deck or if it's prized. If it's prized, we're in trouble. They don't have boss, they do have counter catcher, so it's hoping they don't have counter catcher. We do still have like plenty of win con here. It's just awkward. This is definitely where I'd like to see a Mew. The fact we were missing the Latias is so annoying. Shaman isn't part of our battle plan right now, so that's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, there's a couple of cards we could do with making sure we have. That's not one of them. Still one of those available too. Just a cheeky little bit of hand disruption. It's okay. Just a cheeky little bit of hand disruption. It's fine. This is such a crap match. This all stems from the missing of the turn 1 donk. But could we have got the turn 1 donk without Latias? Were we missing the Latias? I think that was the big problem. Stupid hot Latiases. God, this is such an annoying match. What the hell's a Heatran? Oh, okay. Annoying. Air Baboon? In this economy? Well, it doesn't work. She's got a Jamming Tower in play. But if they take the Jamming Tower out of play, they can't knock out the Raging Bolt. And I hope they don't realise that. Oh, come on. I still can't move the Revel Room. We're going to kind of hope the Metal Maker whiffs here. It did not whiff. Can they move the Revel Room? They can. Annoying. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to react yet. This is actually fine. It's annoying Jamming Tower's in play. But it means we've got some room now. We can still hit for the Thunderburst Storm, finish it off afterwards. Because the Blood Moon still exists. Does that guarantee us the win? We could do like an energy on the Raging Bolt. And that, I think, does then guarantee us the win. 1 energy off. Because the moon don't go down. And they got no gusting. Let's see what the move is from here. I think this has set us up into a good place. I think. If we can find 1 more energy from the bolt, that would go crazy. Because then we'd be hitting for 150. If the bolt goes down, we can take a knockout with Ursaluna. If they don't take the bolt out, we can just retreat the Ursaluna and bring up the bolt. If they bring up anything else, we just retreat. If they knock out anything, the bear is ready to go. I believe this is checkmate. I don't think they can take a win from here. So what are they going for? So you take, what, 50 less damage. Okay. The bear doesn't get KO'd. That's annoying. But the bear still takes KO, right? Oh, it's just shy. But we can reset it. I know it's more helpful than Nathan to me. Steel Wing does keep it in play, which is annoying. Again, this is where a Mew would be very handy. Unfortunately, we don't have that option. We can go 240. So we're doing so much less damage now, actually. We can't attack next turn. We've got no way to retreat. This is kind of a pain. Oh, we're not in as good a position as I was hoping. If I'm honest, that's fine. We still have 2 more prizes to play with. Put you in the active for a sec. We can use that. But what would be the point? I don't think we can win from here, annoyingly. I'll tell you for why. The Palpad's prized. If Palpad wasn't prized, we would be fine. I think we just have to hit with the bear and hope for the best. Retreat it next turn and hope it's protected. Does Steel Burst take a knockout here? No. It will cost them to retreat the Scissor. We've seen 2 energy recyclers go already. There's only 2 in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 13 energy, so still 4 more available. God, this is such a tense matchup. If I'm not stupid, I think my prizes are knocked out on Palpad. Yeah, Palpad being prized here is actually like a genuine problem. 30 less damage. 30 less damage. So the bear doesn't take a knockout here. No point in using this. There's a funny world where that helps us, but I don't think it actually does. Yeah, Palpad being prized has actually screwed us here, which is really frustrating. Oh, it's so annoying. So we definitely can't knock out this genocide. We also can't move it in any way, shape, or form. Should have fed him an Ogerpon. It's the full metal lab that's actually like costing us so much here. We can't feed another single prize the next turn. That just retreats. I'm so annoyed. This game should have been over turn 1. Oh, and that's time, I think. Yeah, the game's done. Okay. It's a tie then. I'm getting close to arguing for slow play, but I won't do that. Time is done, so I'm conceding to get on with the next round. Good game. Cool. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that so nobody can argue it. And we'll move on to the next game. Yeah, the last game going. Damn it. Pain. But it is what it is. I'm not going to battlelog copy that actually because it's game. Cool. So I will just pair our next round then. Hang on, let me just do the score. 1-1-1. We can still make it, but it's a little bit closer now. Okay, at JCS, round 4 is paired. Good luck. Liam's real name is Icarus. He threw too close to the sun. Yeah, that was really, really dumb. I'm actually really mad at myself for that one. I just didn't see it, so. Oh, Ethan's Typhlosion. I don't think this will be a good matchup for me. But we'll see how it goes. They can just bully Ogerpon so quickly here. That, like, it just gathers so quickly. Cool. Let me just do the timer real quick. 29... 35. I see a good player would have been like absolutely fine at donking in that game, but tis what tis. Going out to challenge friend. So match quest. Match quest. Sent. Gluck. Gluck. All right. So we're against Ethan's Typhlosion, which isn't. I don't think it's a good matchup for Raging Bolt. But some people would argue that it is. I'm just genuinely not sure. I assume we want to go first. Or do we want to deny them the chance to evolve and take a knockout of Fan Rotom early? I think we go first because we want to set up Baby Bolt, right? That's probably correct. What is with bears in the opening hand? Good God. They really want to give me the bear. So Gravity Mountain's not a problem for us. It's the Pidgeot build, which actually makes things a bit more interesting. They do not want to give me useful cards, do they? But if I'm lucky, maybe they start the Pidgey. So, we want this and this. Chocolate Rain. Ultra Ball. Get rid of these two. Is that the sensible grab? It is. Can we put Latias in play? Treat into the Ditto. Hit him with that transformative start. We will become Fan Rotom. With Raging Bolt's in there. We've only got another Raging Bolt EX. Slitherwing's available, which, in this matchup. 4 Sada, 1 Iono, 1 Crispin. Sorry, I'm sorry. 1 Boss, 4 Sada, 1 Iono. Where the hell am I Crispin? 2 Crispin prized, a Night Stretcher's prized, a Lightning Energy's prized. Oh my god. This is dreadful. This does not look good. Probably shouldn't have picked up all my Hoots as well. Maybe the energy should have gone on the Raging Bolt EX. Oh well. This isn't looking great. Artisan doesn't do a whole lot for us. Although, it does give us access to Assault Landing. So, maybe it's okay? We do run Bravery Charm as well, which puts us out of range of a normal Typhlosion attack. We can also hope they've got supporters prized. We kind of don't want to put Ogerpon in play unless we absolutely have to. Well, we'll take it. So we just bully the Cyndaquil, right? That's probably the correct play. So I think we... Did we grab this early? Is that just better? Probably is, right? Yeah, that's probably better. Although I didn't check that we had Palpad available, which I think would be very helpful to us. Okay, if we can spawn camp the Cyndaquils, we're in a good place. I get the feeling we might see a Pidgey call for family here. Or a flap for 20? Okay, Assault Landing's no longer doing anything. Eventually, they're going to have to evolve that Pidgeotto. Is there any rare candy in this build? 2. So they've got the free retreat on the Pidgeotto. I think we just try and spawn count the Cyndaquils as best as we can. It's really our only course of action. So I know what I want to find off a Noctowl. Okay. I guess they didn't think they were going to win. Did you mean to concede? Well, I'm going to screenshot the victory screen just in case. But they seem to have just They're not responding in match chat either. Yep, 2 Cyndaquil prize, 2 Puff and 2 V's Adventure. That's brutal. Had the KO on Cyndaquil lined up next turn 2. Yeah, they said, yep, 2 Cyndaquil prize, 2 Puff and 2 Ethan's Adventure. Haha. I said, that's brutal. Had the KO on Cyndaquil lined up next turn 2. Sorry, dude, good luck for the rest. Oh, that's brutal. You never want to win with, like, people's prizing. I did jokingly say we can hope they've got they've got one of their thingies prized, but... Oh, well. Wins are wins, right? We'll take them. So that was Raging Bolt, Ogerpon, and Typhlosion, Pidgeot. From what I know, Azul came 4th behind 3 Raging Bolt, right? So I still think it's a favoured matchup for Raging Bolt. I just don't know how. You know what I mean? Alright, well, we're 2-1-1, so we're still on track. We're going to get 3 more wins for Top Cut. It's not bad. Am I just playing the ladder? Oh, right, for that game I won. Well, it is what it is. GG, Gex, GG. I'm sorry the game went that way, pal. I feel like so far all the games have either been, like, brick wins or brick losses. The last game should have been a win. I missed the turn 2 donk and just threw it. Absolutely threw it, but... Came out of a tie, so it is what it is. Well, it feels weird getting a tie with Raging Bolt, though. Like, that feels like it should be illegal. Should I be allowed? Should I be allowed to tie? Oh, well. It is what it is. Sorry, just looking at some Formula 1 stuff on Twitter. So what time are we on? 21 minutes. I think we can sneak in another ladder game, right? No worries, bro. 1 month I train it for Frankfurt, and first time I break 2 games in a row like the past 2 matches. Hey, rather now than Frankfurt, right? And I'll see you in Frankfurt. I'll be heading up there with the Raging Bolt deck. Hoping to actually go positive for the first time in a year. So did I go positive for... I can't actually remember. Did I go positive for EYC? I know going positive means nothing, but, like, it matters to me, damn it. Let me have a look. Player statistics, search player name. Hope face but I guess Regibolt was too strong and even faster than Typhlosion to win against, I guess. See, that's... In my theory crafting, right, I don't understand how Bolt has a positive matchup into Typhlosion. Because Typhlosion hits the numbers to take out Bolt so quickly. The only saving grace, I think, is Fan Rotom and Baby Bolt. Honestly, it's making me consider going back to, like, 2EX, 2 Baby Bolt. Because people aren't playing Shaman either. I went 3-4-1 at EUIC. Depressing. So the last time I went positive at a tournament, a big tournament, was Liverpool back in 2024. And that was Roaring Moon 5-2-2. Then Lille was 5-3-1. So that was my first proper competitive season in 4 tournaments. I went positive twice. And the first year I played, 2023, I went 4-3-2 at Liverpool and 4-4-1 at EYC. So I've only gone backwards. I've only gone backwards. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to worry too much. Frankfurt is very much a test of whether I care about this season. Let's put it that way. Right, let's do a ladder game then. Get some content for YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I like the fact I'm in Quick League and they're like, you can go against this person in Great League. Why? What did I do wrong? Why am I being bullied? I didn't ask for this. I'm just a guy. Yeah, let's go first. I actually don't know if, as a rule, Bolt wants to go second or first. But I'm learning. Okay. I don't think this is a inspiring hand. It depends what we top deck. But I think 2 attachments / an attachment on Rotom plus Area 0 might be a good call here. We'll see how it goes. Monkey Dory. Okay. So we already know it's... Well, I was about to say we already know it's Gardevoir. We don't already know it's Gardevoir. It could be bloody anything. We could go Ditto into Grass Ogerpon. It's a bit of a weird way to do this, potentially. Don't hoot hoot. We'll investigate rid of Fez because we've got Night Stretchers available. Grass. Fighting. Lay that down, retreat the Fan Rotom into Ditto. Transform to start. I'd love to go for Baby Bolt here, but I don't think it's correct. Then Teal Dance. Jamming Tower is an interesting choice here, actually, because if they go TM Evolution, we could really screw them up. I think we throw that in, and turn. And if they play anything down to 70 HP, we retreat the Ogerpon, bring up Fan Rotom, Boss's Orders. I brick so hard playing Bolt also. First hand, A-Spec, 2 Energy, 2 Earthen Vessel, a Crispin, a Squawk in my hand. What do I got for top deck? Earthen Vessel. Oh, gross. That's brutal. It's one of the worst feelings in the world knowing Squawkabilly is your play, but you have A-Spec in hand. Like, having to just get rid of the A-Spec sucks. The other plus is if they try and get rid of the Jamming Tower for an Artisan, for example, we can then get another Hoot Hoot. Okay, so we can spawn camp the Dreepy. So retreat into Fan Rotom. Boss up the Dreepy. Then we can Nest Ball. Grab another Hoot Hoot. Into Noctowl. We've got no energy in deck yet. So I think Crispin Nest Ball is the shout. We really don't have to fear too much here. So I think we just Assault Landing. If they bring Fez up, we can get aggressive. We've got Area 0 on the depths available too. Which makes things a bit easy, interesting. I do think we need Mew EX in this deck. I think that is a missing part at this stage. So we're getting the Buddy Buddy Pop in. I'm guessing they top deck that because they would have used that last turn of Wiz. We can potentially work ourselves into a Prime Catcher here and just stay on even prizes, which would be ideal. Denying the TM Evolution here is quite important. I think we can start building up the Raging Bolt next. That's going to be quite big. Sorry, my ears are quite bad again. I don't really want to hit into the Monkey Dory. We can Crispin. We can Crispin and take out the Monkey Dory that way. So grass and electric. Grass in hand. Electric here. Do we just hit with the assault landing and just have the 30 available? It's a weak response, but it's better than nothing. And it might make them attach energy to the Monkey Dory instead, which would work for me. Like, we can bait them into that kind of play, rather than them powering up a Dreepy. Absolutely. They had no energy last turn. We're going to be hitting for 90 of Raging Bolt next turn if they don't get rid of my hand. And even if they do, we do have energy available. If they don't evolve up this Dreepy, we're in a good position. We haven't seen a Shaman yet either. I've got to imagine it's going to be a priority. There it is. Okay, so they're not healing the Monkey Dory. That's very big for us. The buddy's annoying, but doesn't stop us. So we retreat into the bolts. Them putting down that Budu means they have nothing. Do we now Night Nest Ball? Do we now Nest Ball because that Buddy's coming? No, I think we save it. Yeah, that's fine. It's the wrong grass Pokemon that went in onto the bench. They needed Shaman. A lot of Raging Bolt played only 2 RB and put a Mew EX more, no? I think that is relative. Well, as far as I know, lists at the moment, they have switched more back to 3 EX, 1 baby because of Shaman. But if Shaman's not being played, I think going back to 2 EX, 2 babies makes sense. Mew, I think, is definitely needed in the list. I feel like I've potentially lost games because I've not had Mew. So that's definitely a consideration. Turo is also a consideration. If they don't attach retreat this Monkey Dory, I think we just win the game. They can do something annoying, like bring up our Noctowl, but we're literally an attachment away from winning, from retreating it. So I don't think that's too much of an issue. There's literally nothing more we need to do. We just need to spawn camp. We'll take out the Monkey Dory when we feel like it. I get the feeling they're waiting for me to have a lot of prizes taken so they can Iono me. If we don't get Iono this turn, I think we get Zero and Bolt into play. Just to be safe. Because we've got Crisp and we can just power it up. We've got a battery here in Ogerpon. You considered the big one-hit KO move that one-hit KOs everything? I haven't, no. What's that about? What's all that then? I get the feeling they've either DC'd or are just like time wasting now. Because like they're just not doing anything. Well, you see it one-hit KOs everything. What about Farigarath EX? What about Crown Opal on Terrapagos? A lot of whataboutisms with this guy. We'll get a Bolt into play as a treat. Even one-hit KOs Hoo-Hoo. What? Are we seriously just going to knock out this buddy? I do think they've stepped away because they know they've lost. Just rage quit.
And his name is John C.
It's not even worth bringing back, is there? Dutch Wargamer 99, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciate it. Please raise your do's and tutorus in chat for Dutch Wargamer. Thank you very much. I think I am just... I've won the game, realistically. Let's be honest. Didn't even know that was prized. Here's where they Iono me and just start playing the game. They're on challenge mode. They're like, how can I get to 2 prizes? How can I get my opponent to 2 prizes and then start doing stuff? I'd simply rather they didn't do anything. I'm going to be honest. Let me finish the game off with Dragon Head. Let me finish the game off with Raging Bolt EX. But no, I think they've just rage quit, which is very funny. Baby Paul carrying hard. Dude, he's just having a great time. You're like, no, let me in, big bro. I'll deal with this. Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. Come on, this sucks. I get the feeling I won that game either way, so I'm not going to not count that as a win. We're just out here spawn camping. Frankfurt will be my first regional. I'm curious to see how it will be. I think it'll be interesting. It's quite a big one, right? I think there's quite a few people playing. I'll just double check for you. Yeah, I think there was a lot of salt there too. I don't even know like what version of Dragapult they were playing, so I'm just gonna leave it as normal Dragapult. RK9.gg. GG. I love RK9 because like I can step away from a website for like, I don't know, a month, and it'll like log me out of everything. I have to re-log in. RK9 I've not been on for a month and a half, and it always just remembers me. It's like, ah yes, your login details. Frankfurt has 29,000 players registered. So we usually guesstimate 400 to 500 of those will be juniors and seniors. Like the band that sung the song "Everybody Move Your Feet Until You're..." Everybody move feet until you light it. Whoa. Anyway, so that's gonna be huge. Sorry, did I say 2,900? Sorry. 2,900. Could you imagine a 29,000 player cup? I mean, challenge. I mean, regional. That'd be crazy. So anyway, I think it's going to be a very, very interesting tournament. Biggest regional ever? I think you mean pre-release. OMG, so true, so true. I'm really about to fucking organize the tournament. I'm going to stop talking. God's sake, I'm so dumb. Why am I so dumb? Oh, that's why there's not been many players today. There's someone who's got a €30 cup. Well, if you have to buy your way to people playing your tournament, I guess. It's all more than my local cups. So true. So true. Anyway, to put it into context, I think the first tournament I ever did was about 1,500 players. And that was fun. A lot of people, but it is what it is. Dragapult will be the most played, you guess. Regibolt, Goldengo. I think Goldengo will still maintain, like, quite a big market share, to be fair. And if you're confused about what deck to play, then Eevee Box is probably worth a shout. I hope so. That's why I play Typhlosion. Typhlosion seems really, really good. Everyone keeps telling me it's not good into like so many decks, and I'm like, well, how can that be? Because like, it hits the numbers. I think it's the consistency of it more than anything else. It's the same reason that I struggled with Ancient Box the other day. Like, yes, you've got the power, but you don't have the consistency so much. What build are you going with? Because I've only tried the Dracolope version, and I didn't really enjoy it. I want to like the Dunsparce version, because I've got the Pokeball cards for that, but I don't think that's very good either. I think Pidgeot's probably your best shout. But your experience may vary. I'll go Dragapult Dust Noir. It's the deck I know best. Yeah, if I wanted to play a deck that had a bit more complication to it, I think I would be on Dragapult Dust Noir. Even though I still don't know if it's got a good God of War matchup. I love that deck. It's such a fun deck to play. As it stands, I'm probably going Raging Bolt just for the simplicity of the deck. Not to say it's a easy and simple deck to play by any stretch, but I think that's the way I'm going to be looking at going. Plot twist, redeemable tickets, all surprised. Typhlosion is severely limited if you have Ethan's Adventures prize. Yeah, that's true. Listen, when you talk about decks, right, I do this a lot with Murdo when we theorycraft. You always have to assume that you're playing with an ideal board state. Because as soon as you don't, you can just go, well, I win because you've prized this card. You know what I mean? Like, you always have to assume that your opponent has optimal setup, optimal start, optimal plays, and then go from there. Because Murdo does it all the time. He's like, oh, but this. I'm like, yeah, but you're assuming this has been prized. That's not how you theorycraft. You assume perfect scenario, and then you hope. You hope that prime catch is prized. But yeah, it is a bit of a pet peeve of mine where people go, oh, but like, this deck is great, but this is, what if this is prized? It's like, well, it doesn't matter. That's not what the theory is. You're theorying based on how the deck should play. Like, I could theory that all of your attackers are prized, so I win. It's good to assume that for me, it's more the consistency as you're heavily reliant on a single card for the majority of the attack power. Yeah, I get that. But you're not going to win with Typhlosion if you just assume the support's are prized. Vice versa, you may think you win against Typhlosion every time because, they might have one prized. You know what I mean? In that instance, you have to assume that their deck is running perfectly. Now, what are the chances of that? Are the chances of that 30%? Cool. Then maybe you can think of that as a favorable matchup. But I personally wouldn't. Like, I go into every matchup going, oh, this is a deck that I'm not good against. I know what to look out for. We should be okay. I know to look out for this. Oh, they haven't done this. I wonder if it's prized. Then you could play like the thing is prized and have a favorable board state. Right, I'm just going to let the round timer drop out because we've only got 10 seconds left on it. Then we'll get into round 5. Wow, new ladder rank. Go me. Go me. Alright, round 5 is up, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. 30, 45. That's what I mean. Sometimes it's 30, 45 when it starts. It doesn't make any sense. Let me just do the yell as well. At JCS, round 5 is up. We're going up, up, up. It's now our moment. Dashboard. I'm against the Pokédex show. Wow. Another God of War. Another Fluttermane. 3 Monkey Dory, 3/2 God of War, 1 Drifloon, 1 Fez, 1 Mew, 1 Budu. Secret Box for the Ace. 4 ANO4 Research, 1 Boss. Okay, so 1 Boss, 1 Counter Catcher are the things to keep an eye out for. So this is a typical build. A typical Drifloon build. So a jamming tower, there's potentially ways to play around that. Cool. Do. I think I've had this person on my friends list before. Added. What? Why is this game so absolutely dreadful? Sent you a fruit request as well. The game is being buggy. That might have worked. Right, we're gonna hope it's God of War bricks as well. Speaking of bricking. Alright, gamers, I'm full focus. BRB. I do find it quite funny with these tournaments, actually. I very rarely run into the same deck twice. And God of War twice is a bit of a rough one. It's playable. They're not running Shaman, so we can just go for the Raging Bolt strategy. The Baby Bolt. Do I want to get first? Hell yeah. If we can get Baby Bolt and Jamming Tower down, we'll laugh him. Well, that's not... It's not a great hand. I mean, the Ultra Balls aren't too bad. If we had a basic in this hand, the prices could really screw us. Ooh, opening Hoo-Hoo is terrible, but the Jamming Tower's good. We have no energy. Some real back and forths here. I think we do go Rotom here, because we can always potentially knock out what's in the active. But with a single grass energy, do we go for the Ogerpon? We do have Baby Bolt available. With a single grass energy, we can also go Ditto into Sada, but that feels pretty weak. 3-3. Jamming Tower's in hand. We only have one area, 0 under depths. I think Fan Call's probably correct here. I don't love it, but we can get to Baby Bolt. But is it worth it? I think it is. Retreat into Ditto. Transformative starts. We've got to hope for a good top deck here, realistically, but we'll see how it goes. So I don't think we have any grass Pokemon at all in this deck. Oh, there's a Budu. So there's probably an argument for using Night Stretcher early here. I think turning off TM Evolution is quite important, though. So there's our first Roltstone. I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to knock out this Rolts. Artisan's annoying, but we can use it to our advantage too. We've got 2 rare can do. Okay. And just based on how our board state is currently, I don't think we're going to have a good matchup here. Honestly, don't even mind it. The hand's horrific. If we just get a Crispin, this is an amazing hand. We just need a Crispin. I think we have to shuffle the deck before we do anything else. If we can spawn camp these fucking Rolts, we're in such a good place. Annoyingly, we've already used the Jamming Tower, which may have been a mistake. I don't like a Budu coming into the active here, if I'm honest. That does mess with our plans a little bit. 3 Rolts down, my god. But that's not TM Evolution, so I guess we take the positives with the negatives. Top deck Crispin, here we go. Oh, not what I was after. So we definitely shuffle the deck. Because we can find ourselves a Noctowl when we're not in too bad a position. I mean, technically that's finding a Noctowl. I guess we'll touch energy here. And turn. I think this is already shot. Don't think it's going to go well at all. We've really got to hope there's no evolutions this turn. Second Iono already. Not what we're looking for. Oh, come on. Of course you Iono into this. So we do have a Soda available. Because if we can just get to ourselves to an electric energy, we do at least have Dragon Headbutt and Thunderburst Storm available. We also have a Teal Dance available to us as well. And they've just brought us closer to Noctowls as well, so... We'd probably get Itchy Pollen. There's a God of War somewhere if they've picked up a rare candy. God, would I rather Iono this turn? Oh my god, they literally have bloody everything. Although the energy that's gone isn't their best, and a Bravery Charm's gone now as well. There is a potential turn here where we can bolt a God of War. It just depends how greedy they get. I don't think it needs to be a God of War yet. Oh, we can't Prime Catcher, though, is the only problem. So they've got a Research left in hand. Yeah, they've got a Research in hand, so they've got such a good turn next turn. So is that a case that we just start sniping? And try and protect the Ogerpon with Bravery Charm, maybe. If we could take out the God of War, we'd be in such an amazing spot. So we definitely have Sada available. There's Crispin, that's big. Electric Fighting. So we can at least take out the Curlier. Arzon's not going to do anything for us. So we just start sniping the bench. Do we start sniping the bench by taking out their attackers? I would say yes. There's a temptation to go for the Curlier, but, like, what's the point? They've already got a God of War on board. So now they have to answer this Raging Bolt. So we know Research is coming. Two Ultra Balls are down. They're on 4. Of course they do. God, this is such a precarious board state. Big word of the day. It's just really hard to, like, go for the God of War. If we can just keep it to a single prize board, we're not feeling too bad. This Ogerpon's a problem. But with a Bravery Charm on it, it should help us out just a little bit. They've used 2 Iono. They've got 4 in total. That could be a problem. Again, not having Mew here is going to be rough. And I don't know how much time they can afford to spend. They've got 4 Psychic Energy. The thing is, they can't afford to bring out 2 prizes too early either. Because we can just bully them. So Thez we can add to a Slitherwing. Although it's not ideal because it does leave Monkey Dory vulnerabilities. So what are they digging for here? Do they not have an attacker? They do, and is it going to have to be script? No, it's the Dark Energy they just picked up. So I guess we're doing some Monkey Dory shenanigans. Okay. Are we going for a Mind Bend? I guess we're going for a Mind Bend. I don't particularly relish the idea of moving this Raging Bolt. We can. I don't want to. Yeah, can we actually? Because we need we do have enough bench space, really. Well, we haven't seen any area zeros yet. I assume they're just like weighing up what to do. Are they just gonna go for the knockout of God of War? I guess so. Okay. I assume we move 30. So that'll put us on 280. We can respond knockout with Bolt here, so I'm not feeling too bad. I would like to get the Raging Bolt back if we can. Because having it as a threat is really good. Okay. That does seem like the correct way to do this. Now, do we set up for a Slitherwing? I don't think we do because of Monkey Dory. Don't think it's worth doing that yet. So his Grass Energy did go, so that's good. I could do with... I could do with another Assault Landing Pokemon, but I don't think we're going to get to it. We do have Serendipity as a potential option as well. Latias would go crazy. E-Switch is available. We've got an Area 0. Okay, so we might just have to use Sada in a crap way here. Which is fine. I don't like not getting full value out of it, but I don't want to put another Bolt down before we have to. I have a horrible feeling we might have to. So we're only doing 210 if we retreat this. Oh no, we've got enough for a knockout here. So we can retreat into this. We can Area 0 as well. Is that worth doing? Don't really want to lose too many cards here. We do have another Iono probably on the way. Just gotta be careful we don't get locked with Noctowl. So grab you. Okay, we have all the cards that we care about in deck. Where are we on energy? Okay, good to know. Okay. It's not ideal. Night Stretcher might have been a better grab, actually. Yeah, Night Stretcher probably was a better grab. I think we need to get enough Pokemon down just so we've got the attack option. I'm not going to do this in the order that I need it to be in, but it's fine. The Iron Over is going to suck here. We know it's coming. So that in the active implies they've got another Gardevoir. This is Gardevoir Clefairy coming down now. Yeah, there it is. They don't play any recovery. Oh, 4 Night Stretcher, I'm dumb. They do play recovery. We've still got Fan Rotom kicking about. So if they do Drifloon us, we can take advantage. James, are you watching the stream currently? Okay. Duh. Okay. I'm keeping an eye on the timers, that's all. So their only boss is gone. Well, they don't run Power Pad. So they've used both of their Gusting. It's good to know. Okay, so here's the Drifloon. So they're probably going to knock out the Ogerpon. We're not getting Ionode, which is good. They definitely have 2 Iono available. So if they knock out this Ogerpon, we return. If they knock it out with the Drifloon, we return knockout with the Fan Rotom. That puts us on 2 prizes. We just make sure we're in a position to take 2 prizes on either the Pheasantipity or the Gardevoir next turn. It's how we have to do this. There's a Clefairy lurking somewhere as well, which is also a problem. But I think having 2 bolts powered up, we should be okay. Of course, we also have Bear as well to bear in mind. We haven't used Prime Catcher yet. Oh, such a shame we used Jamming Tower early, because we could just take a Jamming Tower knockout here. And then just, like, boss them up. Yeah, our response here is just Fan Rotom. I don't know what their game plan is after this. I love Jamming Tower knockouts or Tool Scrapper. Yeah, I completely get that. It's so fun. So yeah, we just respond with Fan Rotom. Again, we know the Iono's coming, so we need to make sure Sada's on both of these. So we attach here. Sada. What's in hand? Okay. I think this makes sense. That first Night Stretcher as well, which is pretty big. Big if true, big then true. Another Hoot Hoot for me. So any way to guarantee the win next turn? It's all energy based, realistically. So if we get Ionode here, it's going to suck. So we just gotta hope we can recover Enju. Of course, the alternate way is Moon, Energy, Prime Catcher on the Fez. So what do you target here? So there's no way there's not an Iono. There was probably an argument actually to put Pheasantipity on the bench. Definitely haven't used Prime Catcher, have we? No. They can't sneak a KO with Monkey this turn. So this would be for the retreat and full heal. There's the Iono. Huh. Here's where I wouldn't mind an Artisan. I'm starting to get like more in the mindset as well of like thinking about bossing discarding a knocked out just so we can always access one from Night Stretcher. I don't think that'd be the worst idea in the world. There's like 2 or 3 cards we could really do with hitting. I don't think we're going to see any of them, which is really annoying. Are we going for the Latias here? What are we aiming for? 20 per damage counters, that's 240? So it knocks out the Latias, knocks out the Raging Bolts. So we could definitely do with seeing Pheasantipity next time. We should have got Pheasantipity down. Because we have ways of getting it back if it goes down. What do you go for here? God, jamming tower would go so crazy right now. Right, that doesn't do what we need it to do. Come on. That doesn't give me the knockout, does it? So we need to see Prime Catcher. So Grass in hand. Electric on the bolts. Come on, come on, come on. No! That sucks. Okay. That definitely dies to that. There's no gusting, is there? They've definitely got knockout if we don't take this knockout here. So we have to give the knockout. There's no point in not doing it. Really could have done with that knocked out last turn. I'm so tempted to call slow play, but like, it's God of War. It is what it is. That's annoying. Because they've taken over 5 minutes. This is so dumb. Yeah, unless we hit Fez and all the relevant cards, there was no way we won that turn. That's so annoying. Ah, what a pain. Oh well, it is what it is. I didn't want to make top cut anyway. Genuinely, I'm so tired. So that is round 5, jeez. Oh, I forgot to victory log it. Never mind. Pretend it didn't happen. They shouldn't have won that anyway. Right. 2 matches remaining. Why can't I find like the quickest way to get back to the tournament? There it is. 2 matches remaining. It is a 4-0 game, which is Typhlosion versus God of War, and Dragapult versus Dragapult Charizard. Cool. So where are we on standings right now? So far, there is 6 4-0s, and there is 2 Typhlosion, a Tarabox, a Goldengo, a Gardevoir, and a Charizard Pidgeot. Although that'll obviously change once we see what the current scores are. Yo, Marvstar carrying on to 3-1. Hell yeah, dude. I hope he's won this one. Or won this most recent one, I should say. Yeah, the best we can hope for, I think, is finishing just outside the top cut, but we can still go positive. That's like the main thing. We can go 4-2-1, I won't be upset. But I've got to win the next 2, which is, I mean, people, if it was they didn't make top cut, end up dropping quite often anyway, so it is what it is. Probably should drink some water as well. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Get that hydration. God, I can tell I've been talking for like a long time and I'm not used to it because my throat already feels really raw. Kinda glad I'm not making top cut, not gonna lie. But again, if I can finish positive, it's something. I still, this deck needs work. Like, I've already spotted the misplays as well. Like, if I'd have Ultra Balled for the Serendipity like the previous turn, then we had a much higher chance of finding everything. Even if they took the knockout after the Iono, we ended up having Night Stretch, which was really handy. So we could have at least then Serendipitied for 3 more cards. And you can imagine, you know that 3rd card was like the game-winning card. You just know it was. 45 seconds left on the matches. Got 2 left. I want to give a shout out to the 1-3 games that are carrying on. Hell yeah. It's so annoying that you can't just add rounds onto this, onto Trainer's Log, and just like add specific ones that you know you just forgot to copy paste the battle log of. Like, can I even delete these? No, I can put it in tournament round, so it feels a bit disingenuous, but here we are. Alright, all matches are complete. I'm just going to give it 30 seconds to make sure everyone's not going to cry, and then we'll move on. The 4-0 game was the one that ended up tying. The other game just finished in time. So just give it 30 seconds, and then we'll get into the next round. Bum, 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 bum. Because you always know there could be a judge call. 27, 28, 29, 30. Alright, round 6 is up. They can afford a tie anyway, so. At JCS. Round 6 is paired. It's a pair. Dashboard. This is Zorok with Toadscroll. Gross. I don't know how the Zorok game goes. That feels favoured for us because we've got Ogerpon, but I'm not sure. I'm expecting people to say, can we make top cut at this stage? I'm just here to play, dude. I'm like the Miz. I came to play. I shouldn't have been so greedy with the jamming tower play as well. Like, that could have saved us some stress. But it is what it is. What it is a failure on my part to play correctly. It happens. Why are you so... Why is this here? This shouldn't be here. This is... Why does X not... Oh my god, I hate this so much. Cool. Right, let's see how we go. Locked in chat. I'll talk to you in a minute. I always say that, I always peep chat constantly. Terrible for it. Also, the lighter... I need to sort the lighting out. I need to stop being purple. As much as I love purple. Chocolate rain, some stay dry while others feel the pain. Also, how do we feel about the new background here, by the way? It looks so much better, right? I'm glad they got rid of the black and white one because it was terrible. 28, 33, start. I want to go... Do they have TM Evolution? They do, and if they get greedy with it, then we can punish them. That's fine. I'm still not 100% sure if I like the way this deck plays, but we'll see. Let's start with the fan rotom. Definitely like to see some energy here. Roaring Moon? There's a freaking moon in this list? God damn. Well, that's scary. Go Hoot Hoot, double Noctowl. We do have what the kids are calling the nuts as far as a start is concerned. Do we get a Raging Bolts? We don't have energy is the only problem. Do we have Prime Catcher before we get too stupid? Yes, we do. So Raging Bolt's fine, so we can threaten two ways then. I won't be surprised if we see an Iono early. 2 Iono, 4 Arven, 2 Boss. 2 Janine. Janine's one to keep an eye out on as well. Is there E-Switch in this list? 1 Unfair Stamp, 2 Energy Switch. That Bolt can attack turn 1. But we're going the evolution route, that's fine. So I think we just take out the Roaring Moon. One Binding Mochi, 2 Ends Castle. Because we can answer the Zoroarks with the Ogapons as well, which is kind of crazy. As long as we don't get greedy. What options do they have? 2 Monkey Dory, 2 Reshiram. So they're only running Reshiram. Okay. So we definitely go Crispin. So that's not even a question. And then we want... this and this. So we go Area 0. Oh, we grab Prime Catcher. We don't actually need or want Prime Catcher yet. That's kind of dumb. Double Grass. Yeah, I'm kind of messing this up actually. So grab these two. We can go after a Zoroark. That's not really a problem. I've just kind of done this like the wrong way around, realistically. It does kind of save us. We might still get saved if we hit Ogapon here. Or hit a Nest Ball here, or a Latias. Okay, we didn't hit what we needed to hit. That's fine. I think we just take it out. There's a good chance we get return knocked out by the Roaring Moon. That's fine. We have responses. It probably would have been smart to get down another Noctowl or Hoot Hoot, but it is what it is. If we get unfair stamped, then we've got, again, options. Well, there's our third Noctowl. I'd have rather have taken out the Roaring Moon here. I've just missed the player. As long as they miss the energy, we're not in too bad a situation. Okay, so no Roaring Moon attack, that's fine. So I'd really like to see a... There's unfair stamp. Really like to see Sada. That's doing nothing. Yeah, that fast. That was rough. But they missed anything useful, so that's a plus. But it's bought them a turn, which is frustrating. There was so much I should have got down there. I'm putting it down to being tired, but at the same time, these are very, very bad misplays. It's missing, like, the energy. The energy's just not showing up at the moment. So this Roaring Moon will get a knockout on us, which is annoying. We have response, but it's not great because they're going to lose the area 0. No, they've got a gouging. They can't Calamity Storm here. So as long as we see an energy, we've got a response knockout. But we need to see an energy. Okay. We really need CNG. Come on, come on, come on. That'll work. Grass and... two each prized. That's annoying, so it doesn't matter. Grass goes in hand. Fighting goes there. We teal dance if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Mooncoon spotted. True! Then we teal dance. Then we nest ball. There's an argument for going for Hoot Hoot there. But I think flipping the script is more important. Interesting, interesting. Do we go for a third here? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so all that energy is now committed, which is a bit frustrating. Okay. Probably an argument for putting that into play. That was probably really dumb not to. Because if we get Ionoed here, this is going to be really bad. But if we get energy retrieval... But we do have Pheasantipity now, so... This castle. Done. Easy choice. Again, I'd love to have had Hoot Hoot down here, but we're not really in the position to do that. I get the feeling we're going to see an Iono. We haven't seen any yet. They've got 2 somewhere. So we're not getting Ionodes. That's a huge sign for us. They're not knocking anything out other than the fan rotom, and that would be pointless. So are they just going to put some damage somewhere? Also, not getting the Raging Bolt down has cost us, which is a little bit frustrating. But yeah, the best they can do here is like knock out the fan rotom. Cool, yeah. That's what I thought. Win. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. Whew. Sorry, chat. I realise I'm not as, like, energetic as I am sometimes, but my voice, as you can hear, is just dying. We'll just call it Zoroark. I don't think we need to add a sub-Pokemon there. We do need to record on Lost to God for at some point. Don't think I make cut with a win, do I? Yeah, I don't... I'm on 12 match points. Wait, I'm on 13 match points? No, 12 match points, right? No, 9. 10. I'm on 10 match points. I should be on a lot more, but I played badly. It's fine. Right. Rather than playing any more games, because I am tired, I am going to do some Pokedoku, I think. Just to reset the mind a little. Celebrate some little wins. God, I've been on Pokedoku for that long. I don't even have the website up. Let's log in. Hello, Beans. Hi. Is your mom in bed and you're upset because I'm not? This is what this cat does. He gets upset if I'm not in bed at the same time as his mom, even though it's only 5 to 9, because he thinks we should be in bed at the same time, which is very cute, but a little bit annoying. Oh, I said he's a little bit annoying and he left. Right, Pokedoku. Alright, we have Electric Dragon, Ground, Kanto, Paradox, Hoenn. And as we all know, Hoenn is one of my weaker generations. So, Kanto Electric is Pikachu, which is incredibly obvious. Do we have any less obvious Kanto Electric Pokemon? Magneton is probably one that fewer people think about. 5.7, not too bad. Kanto Dragon? It's not even that many choices, is there? Good Dragonair, just to be a contrarian. I get the response if Lee says she's going to bed and I don't immediately get off the sofa. What, our cat's come round? Kanto Ground, Diglett's your obvious choice. Don't think there's... Oh, no, there is more. There's Onix and Geodude and stuff. Let's throw Graveler in there. I like throwing the mid-evolutions because they get the low scores. Paradox Electric. We'll go obvious Iron Hands. Paradox Dragon. It's my boy Roaring Moon. Paradox Ground. Great Husk. Then Hoenn is Gen 3? Question mark? Gen 3 Dragon. God, Gen 3 and Gen 4 are my huge blind spots. So Hoenn Ground, if it's Ruby Sapphire, Groudon works here, right? Hoenn Dragon. Rayquaza. Electric Hoenn. See, I don't know which of the Pikachu clones is in Gen 3. My brain says Pachirisu, but I don't think that's right. It's not Togedemaru. It's not Emolga. Was the Lake Trio in Gen 3? Because if they were, then Thundurus works, right? No! Ah, so annoying. It's Plusle. Oh wow, there's only 4 electric Pokemon. I'm not counting the Mega. Wow! I didn't know there were so few. Huh. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Legendary Unova Fighting Steel Water Psychic. Unova was Gen 5? Black and white? Beans, is that right? He doesn't know. Legendary Steel, we'll take a Registeel. Legendary Water, we'll take a Palkia. Legendary Psychic, we'll just go for a Mewtwo. Fighting Steel. Fighting Steel. Fighting Steel. If I was a Fighting Steel Pokemon, I would be... Oh, I'm drawing up a blank. Fighting Water is... Grapploct. It's not water, it's a fucking octopus! What do you mean it's not water? That's horseshit. What do you mean? Whatever, this is chalked. Fighting Steel. Oh, Cobalion? Cobalion, even? I'm so annoyed about this one. The hell do you... Bollocks. Unova Steel's Gen 5. Gen 5 was black and white. No. Yes? Oh, I don't know. Kanto Johto. We literally just... Hoenn. Sinnoh. Unova Kalos, right? That's right. So Steel should be Metagross? I don't know. I don't care. Oh, Cobalion worked for Steel Unova as well? Am I dumb then? It was Unova, not Gen 5? I might have to cheat and look next time. I don't bloody know. I'm not a nerd. Rock Bug, G-Max Form, Galar, Dual Type Poison. Rock Galar. Rock Galar, Colossal. Galar Bug. Bug! Who was the bug in Galar? Who was the bug in Galar? I'm usually alright with the bugs, because you see them quite early, so you always remember them. Center Scorch. Galar G-Max form. I mean, take your pick, right? Let's go with Inteleon G-Max. Dual type rock? Have you heard of a little Pokemon called Roly-Coly? They haven't, clearly. They've never heard of Roly-Coly. They don't think it's a real Pokemon. Fine. It is Gen 5. Okay. I just don't know Gen 5 as well as I think I do. Dual-type Bug. We'll take a Butterfree. Dual-type G-Max form. We'll go for a Butterfree G-Max. Why not? Poison Rock. That would be Glamora? Poison Bug. beach drill, I think. I always forget Neil Higo is an option of Poison Rock. I don't understand how Roly Coly's not a dual type. It should be Fire Rock like the rest of his line. And honestly, it's real offensive that that's not the case. I could just give him the win. That'd be too nice of me, wouldn't it? Game's the game. Yeah, so the 5-0s have ID'd, unsurprisingly. So we've got 18 out of 23 matches left to go. Okay. What time are we on? 8 minutes. We'll do one more. Well, then we'll keep an eye on things. Typematchupquiz.com. Dark, fighting, fairy, ghost, grass, normal. Okay, I feel like I should be able to do this. Ghost dark is surprisingly difficult. I always get it wrong. Ghost fighting, as far as I know, only has one type, and that is Marshadow. Well, I'm sure there's a Ultra Beast that takes that now. Ghost fairy is Mimikyu. Dark grass is Zarude or Cacturn. Grass fighting is Chestnut. Grass fairy. Always get this one wrong. It's Cottony? Hell yeah. Normal dark. I feel like I've got that one wrong a few times. Normal fighting is the best, one of the best Pokemon. Beware. Normal fairy is another one I struggle with too. So these three are like my nightmare combos. Nightmare blunt rotation, as the kids would say. Dark Ghost. I feel like Sableye might be Dark Ghost. Sorry, I was very happy about that. Normal Dark. Is he dark normal or dark fighting? I'm thinking of Pangoro. I don't know. I think it's fighting dark because it has stab on Power Up Punch, right? Sorry, VGC talk for those who like, what? Dark normal. Dark normal and fairy normal are such weird ones because I don't feel like there should be normal versions of dark or fairy. Think of all the fairies. I don't think I'm going to get these. Fairy normal. Oh, we've had it loads of times, and like every time I see the Pokemon that's one of the options, I'm like, oh, of course it is. Duh. I don't think it's Comfey, but I'm going to go Comfey. I don't think it's Pangoro, but I'm going to go Pangoro because I can't think of anything else. Yeah, okay. I knew it. Zigzagoon every time. Right, okay. So it's rats that have thingy forms. Wigglytuff, Jiggly. Of course. Dumb, idiot, fool. All right. Let's get back to focusing on what's going on. We have one game left, actually. It's a 4-1 game. We'll do one more game, and then I'll be jumping off. Just wait for that last game to finish. But yeah, I think the losses that we've had today, they weren't out of my control. I think at least one of them definitely wasn't. I'd argue two. I should have played down the Pheasantipity during the God of War game, and I should have taken the donk on that game 2. The fact I didn't, or game 3, whatever it was, the fact I didn't was like so bad. I'm gonna be replaying those in my head for a little while, I think. It's quite frustrating, but it is what it is. We don't learn from mistakes until we make them, right? I think that's okay. We've done all right today. Like, even if we go 3-3-1, it's not negative. The deck definitely needs updating. I do wonder if 2-2 of the bolts makes more sense. The Blood Moon Ursa Luna is questionable. That's not come up once today. In fact, it's been a hindrance twice. So maybe that just becomes Mew. Jamming Tower. I think Jamming Tower's pulled its weight. I like the Retrieval and Night Stretcher combo. I do wonder if 2-2 makes sense. I like the NG Switch as well. The NG Switch I'm a fan of. The game we're waiting for, by the way, is a Frostlass Monkey deck versus Goldengo. Musical Fish, Piano Fish, is our resident expert on Goldengo. Who's favored in that matchup? If it's any help, the Goldengo is running a Varoom Reveroom package, 1-1. And a Fan Rotom. Huh? I guess just as an attacker, but it's a bit of an odd one. I'd say Dengo, as long as you've got Monkey, you can keep knocking damage back over. Yeah, that's fair. Right, I've got 2 minutes and 30 left. 1 match remaining. We'll just kill the Frostlass and the whole thing falls apart. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it, where if you can consistently take out the engine, you're laughing. Ooh, I have emails. We love a confirmation of arrival. Very good. Murder's planning on playing Charizard tomorrow. Gross. Baby Dingo and Scissor also find Monkey and Frostlass very tasty. Oh, I imagine Scissor does for sure, yeah. Just eating them alive. That's a lot of abilities to take advantage of. Oh, I'm going to pull over that 50 quid from Card Market, I think. Getting like double paid for thingy at the moment. Card Markets. I end up selling a lot of my cards, by the way, because I can do with the money for Switch 2, because obviously Legends is coming out in 2 months, or well, just about 2 months. So I've just been selling like a load of cards, and I've had so much stuff sold already that I can already buy my Switch 2, which I'm very excited about. Which means you'll get some Switch 2 streams hopefully soon as well. I am planning on potentially playing Mario Kart World on stream. Probably nothing exciting, just run through the campaign kind of thing. But I definitely want to play Legends on stream. Don't think there's any reason to play Scarlet and Violet on stream. Yeah. Play challenges, champions on stream. I do want to look into the VGC stuff as well. I think that's going to be quite fun. The main difficulty is not to die of boredom. I'm trying to keep track of all the damage ticks. Okay, all matches are done. Just going to give it 30 seconds. And then I will get the final round pad. As always, we make sure there's no issues with the ties. Bum, 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 bum. Five, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. Round 7 is paired, everybody. Good luck. JCS, this is your last Swiss round as well. This is your last Swiss round before top cuts. Good luck. One open match issues, I imagine that's... So rule edge. Ugh. I imagine that's IDs. There's an X here that I cannot click. It will not work. So dumb. What a stupid system. Hoping Champions is Stadium-esque minigames. That's from what I've seen. It's basically Pokemon Stadium 3. That might be. So, all right, we're against someone I loosely know here, so that's gonna be quite exciting. What a fun last game. So this is Cerulege. This will be interesting. I think this will go well for one of us. I don't know which one, but 54 start. Okay, timer is up. There we go. Okay. I play this like I play against Goldango, right? I snipe where I can snipe. I try not to put too many 2 prizes into play. What are we dealing with here? There's no single prize attacker. Good to know. Any team evolutions to worry about? No. Brilliant Blender at Academy at Night. Cyphermania at Crow. Okay. I think we should be okay in this matchup. But you know what they say about assumptions. Ooh! And a Mulligatawny. Very nice. Very nice. See, Champions coming out is like making me not want to check out the VGC scene yet, because I know it's all moving. So I'd rather just wait for that. Let's go with Fan Call. With Fan Rotom. Nope, we'll go Hoot Toot. Double Noctowl, is that right? Yes. We know there's no Shaman in game. But we also know there's no Bolt. Uh-oh! No! Alright, well, we're going to have to go aggressive with Fan Rotom. That's fine. Do we give ourselves Latias as an option? I think we do. Cool. We'll see how this goes. You never know. It could be a brick and we one shot. We can start eating early. I really don't want to put Ogerpon in the active, but I probably should have kept Ogerpon off the board for as long as I possibly could, but realistically, I think we just have to go for it. Cyphermania is going to be a bit annoying here, because I imagine it's going to be like Brilliant Blender and something else. It'll get them into the game, we know that much. We can definitely get a stadium in play pretty quickly here. Is there any tools to worry about? No. So I think we just go wide with our usual stuff, right? And just hope we trade as well as we can. I don't think we can trade well, unfortunately, but we'll see. It might be worth using Iono here as well. I don't know. Like, I don't hate the idea of going, like, this just to stop, like, a big crit hit. We have this. That's why I want to be really careful about how we spend our resources here, because we don't want to go too greedy. So I think we want this and this. Get another one of these fellas down. And have Night Stretcher ready to pull that back. And then we can teal dance if we want it. We can leave our friends behind. Attach a fighting energy here. The annoying thing is, I know does give them what they want, but I'm hoping because of what they have in their hand, it'll just disrupt a little bit. That's my logic. Whether that works or not, we'll find out. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. So I can't do anything. The game properly bugged out then. That was horrible. Oh, that was horrific. I did not enjoy that at all. Right, how much energy is in the discard so far? 0. It's interesting. I don't think the game is fully unbugged. Because things are still moving. So like the hand was like off center for a second there until another card appeared after the Brilliant Blender got played. Yeah, this is like lagging out really badly. This is annoying because I feel like this is going to be a throne game. God, this game is so bad. I've got to assume there's a boss's orders in that hand. No, okay. Oh, they're it. Oh, okay. Do we have a counter catcher? 2 counter catchers. Okay. If we haven't hit a counter catcher, I'm not feeling too bad. If we have, then I'm terrified. That's quite smart. Oh, we're digging for the counter catcher, aren't we? This sucks. How much energy's gone so far? 8. So we're doing 16. Is that my Ogerpon knocked out? I think it is. Come on, please miss the counter catcher. That's actually fine. Thought the game had froze then. Okay, yep, that's smart. We haven't got rid of any energy yet. Oh my god. Okay. So we need the attachment plus the discard for this. So we go Sada to Raging Bolt. Okay, cool. Manual touch. Treats. Academy at night. Pop that bad boy there. It's not a fantastic hand, it's got to be said, but it'll do. Hello, 7575. How's it going, buddy? Hope you're well. I'm all good. Thank you for asking. We're on odd prizes, which is really annoying, but we're not in too bad a position. The Ionos are going to hit hard here, but as long as we stay ahead, I'm not feeling too bad. Let's run 9 NG in the discard now. So that's doing 18, 210. So 2 more NG need to go. But as long as we stay on pace, we're not feeling too bad. It's whether we can stay on pace. Could really do seeing another area 0 as well before too much longer. So that's 8 energy. So that's 16, 21. That's not 23. That's not 25. The bolt lives at the moment. We've still got Pheasantipity. We've still got Rever Room. We've got 2 Rever Rooms. That's annoying. So most likely we'll see more energy disappear. If we don't, I'd be shocked. So there goes the Jet Energy. So that's 23. Need 1 more energy going. That's 25. That's knockout for Raging Bolt. Come on, what have you got? We are in a position to build up 2 Raging Bolts next turn. Not seeing enough energy go yet. So we're on 18. We're on 18 energy in there. So it's 180 damage plus 30. So we're on 210. This will be 230. So 1 more energy needs to go for a knockout. Do we have it? Are they? Oh, is he 10 shy? This is so brutal. Yep. I think they were 10 shy. The Iono here sucks though because we had such a decent hand for next turn. Okay, no, we can make this work. We can make this work. They're looking for an energy plus discard here. There's the Ultra Ball. Is it energy? No, it's energy! But Briar's gone, and Palpad is gone. There's 2 Palpad in the deck, though, so I've got to bear that in mind. Two Palpad in the deck's kind of annoying. Okay, we're not in the best of positions now. It's got to be said. Could do so much here. That's not really what I'm after, if I'm honest. So we have to Noctowl, realistically. We'll Teal Dance first, see if we can draw into something we need. I obviously want this energy to go there. Why are you pissing about? Okay, Crispin. Crispin doesn't get us to where we need to be. Crispin does get us where we need to be in combination with Pheasant. Taking out Pheasantipity, though. So if we go Prime Catch and Nest Ball. Let's make sure the energy's in the deck first. It is. It's not a great play, but it's the one we have. And then we only need, like, 1 knockout after that. We still have boss available? Yes. So, Nest Ball for Raging Bolts. Crispin. Electric Fighting. Literally doesn't matter. Fighting onto... Oh my god, I hate this game. Fighting onto Bolts. Prime Catcher the Fairs. Then we can Bellowing Thunder for the knockout here. Then all we need to do is knock out Charcadet next turn. We can do that with Fan Rotom. And we skip the Briar play as well, which is quite important. Okay, if we can get to boss, we're good. It's getting to boss that's now the problem, because we have no Hoots on bench. So we are down to just hoping to draw what we need. Which is never a good position to be in. If both the Charcadets evolve as well, I think we're going to struggle. But again, we do have Bear potential. But it would be a lot harder to get Bear set up. Very much playing a hoping game here. I'm guessing this will be for Cerulege. So we're going to hope there's none left. There is none left. Okay, so 3 committed, so 1 is priced, potentially? We're up for a deck out victory if we're not careful. Or if they're not careful. Can I force that, maybe? No, probably not. Where are we on Gust? One counter catcher gone. No bosses. 2 counter catchers, 1 boss. Yeah, so there's a boss and counter catcher still available. I kind of wish I didn't use my prime catcher. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't have, but we kind of had to. We could do with this Raging Bolt being knocked out, just to free up the bench space and get a Pheasantipity potentially. Fez will be quite important here too. We are lined up for taking a win. We need to see boss's orders. That does win us the game. Ano's going back in. Because we've got energy retrieval, so we're golden there. So we're going to get top deck plus a teal dance draw. So we've got a 11% chance? What have we got? Well, that doesn't hurt us. We don't have Pheasantipity. Oh, did we get rid of it early? Was that the issue? So we really needed Night Stretcher. So our only hope now is it comes off this Ogerpon. This sucks. No, we missed it. Yeah, we just lose. There's definitely a boss's orders coming our way. Oh, that's so frustrating. I got rid of the 2 things that could help us. Do we even have Night Stretchers available? We do. We've got all 3 available still. Show me the boss. Or the counter catcher. You've got one or the other. There it is. Damn it! Ah! Yeah, I think not having Mew is actually like costing me now because the Ionos are the things that are kicking my ass at this stage. How's Bolt been treating you? It's not too bad. I've got an old list that's not doing as hot as it should be, so. Let's see why this. Definitely need to modernize this list. Haven't touched it since May. Right. Bolt's been fine. I'm just playing an old list, so it's kind of hard to actually properly judge how well it's actually gone today. And I've also thrown at least 2 games. Like I've thrown away 2 wins, quite convincingly actually. So, a bit frustrating, but I've not played in ages. I've not played Bolt since May, so it's getting used to it again. There's definitely some stuff I need to change though. It's good that I'm realizing and getting that. I'm testing out a version of Bolt with Joltik and Iron Hands in the mix. Oh, I've seen that list. Yeah, it's I'm not sure. I'm not sure about it personally. I got 1 win extra on the Bolt list. Let me find you, he said in the most creepy way possible. The Bolts didn't do great today, but I think I was the second best. No, I probably won't be the second best by the time. Legitimate. I went 4-2. Okay, gotcha. So your list. Yeah, you've got Mew in your list, which I don't have, which I think is a problem. I still don't like the Squawkabilly, but I understand why people play it. 2 Stretcher, 1 Retrieval, 1 Scenario, 2 Boss. Yeah, I don't hate that actually. I do need to make some changes on this list because it's not doing what it needs to. Things have been okay so far. Prefer Joltik with Bolt than Goldengo though. Really? I think it's quite legit with Goldengo. I can't believe Murder's playing Charizard to a cup tomorrow. I'm so disappointed in him. I thought he was better than that. That's a just a discard in the beginning of a dead hand. Got them off, unfortunately. I don't feel like I've had too many in the way of like bricked starts really. Like most of my starts have been absolutely fine. It's just my crappy misplays more than anything else. But it is what it is. Like I think the most important thing is when you're doing tournaments like this, or just playing in general, it's like if you're losing games, you need to know why. You can't just go, oh, how did that happen, blah blah. I know how I threw that one game. I know how I threw the other game. And it's like, if I hadn't made this mistake, like, you know, if I'd have played down that Fez when I had the opportunity to, there's no guarantee that it would have got me the win, but it would have got me closer to a potential win. You know what I mean? But that was a problem. I didn't see 3 cards that I should have seen. So that could have been anything. And missing the donk on that other game will haunt me for a while, I think. That was really annoying. So
God, we're climbing over my shoulder.
I like a parrot.
Hi. I don't know why he's done this.
Anything to be on camera, you.
It's fine.
So yeah, but it's fine. It is what it is. Like I wasn't expecting to do well today, and to be honest, I'd rather not be in top cut because I'm tired and I want to go to bed. But yeah, it is what it is. Rather start ironing these things out now ahead of Frankfurt. Got brick in one game and the misplayed game in the end, and the other one was just a loss for the prize race. Yeah, it happens. It's one of those decks. Like I think the deck is like a, when it's piloted correctly, it's a 66% of the time winning deck, which is a weird thing to say. But quite often, because it sets up so quickly, you do generally get those 2-1 rounds, and you just crack on through that. You're going to run to bad matchups, obviously, but you're also going to run to games where you just run them over with 2-0s. But I think generally it's the epitome of a 2-1 deck. Anyway, I'm going to let this tournament finish out. Then we'll do this is the top cut, and I'm going to jump off because I've got no top cut games to stream. I won't be streaming. Pardon? Yeah. I won't be streaming tomorrow because I've got I should have a mythic raid tomorrow on Warcraft. I am going to look at streaming those at some point, but it won't be any time soon while we're doing progression. But I will look at maybe doing a stream on Monday for Pumpkin Amy's standard weekly. If not, we'll do a chat challenge on Wednesday. I'm pretty sure. Let me check my schedule. I'm pretty sure I'm able to do those. So let's have a quick look. Wednesday. Yeah, I've got a cat visit at 5 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock onwards I'm free. So yeah, we'll look at doing a stream on Wednesday and possibly Thursday as well. I was toying with the idea of going to locals, but to be honest, I feel like for testing, I'd rather be at home in the comfort of my own space. You know what I mean? And if we get frustrated with a deck, we can always switch off and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll do it that way. We've got 5 minutes on the round, by the way. Let's see where the parents are. So we've got 1 match left to go at 5 minutes. And it's a 2-4 game. By the way, if you're one of those people that like very clearly isn't making top cut because you are 2-4 or something like that and you carry on playing, huge shout out to you. Like, thank you so much for continuing to play these tournaments. It's really cool to see people like of all scorelines continuing to play. Like, I was at a top cut, obviously at that 2 loss marks. I'd already taken a tie, but you know, for me, it's about trying to keep the practice and the mindset and stuff in a competitive environment, even if it's a bit more casual with it being online. So yeah, it's good. It's good fun. It's good fun. But yeah, we'll let this finish out and then we'll call it a day. It's the first time I've streamed in like God knows how long, and my voice is just shattered. It's Dragapult versus Zoroark, by the way. Playing TCG is about fun, not top cut. Do you know what's funny? I had this conversation earlier about how I only have fun when I'm winning, and it's such a bad mindset to have. But like, that's just how I am. Like, I'm so competitive that I want to be winning all the time. It can be fun vibing on the low tables. I'm not a big fan. So as weird as it sounds, because I am streaming. I am a streamer, and I obviously invite anybody who goes to a regional to come and say hi to me. I'm not much of a social person, and when I'm playing the game, I lock the F in. I don't, like, joke around or, you know, have a laugh, really. I just want to play the game. So if I'm on the low tables and I know I'm not making points or top cut, you know, if I'm X3, I'm more than happy to drop out because I'll just go explore the town instead. Because if I've lost 3 games and I'm not going any further in the tournament, I'm not in a good mood. I'm not in a good place. I'm not having a good time. So I'd rather just drop out and go explore the city or something like that instead, or get some food. Like, it's just how I've always been. Like most tournaments you'll see, I do 6 rounds and then drop because I've just not done well. Yeah, that's normal, but low table before and after matches are called in locals. Yeah, again, it's not really my scene. I'm not really a social person. I want to try and get as much done in my time as I possibly can, especially when I'm testing for games and stuff like that. So I just want to play games. So if I get donked, for example, 0-2, and I'm sitting around for half an hour, not only am I already annoyed, but now I'm also not spending my time playing games, and I don't want to go to somebody else and go, hey, do you want to play a game? Because I'm annoyed, and that game isn't for anything, you know what I mean? I know I'm a terrible person, but that's why I get away with it. I think at EYC once I had a 10-minute conversation with someone about collections in between turns. Yeah, donkey specific, I guess, in that case. But like, no, genuinely, like, I was playing, when I played Birmingham this year, we weren't talking about how many lost boxes I faced, because Lost Box was my worst enemy last season. That deck is going to get burnt if I ever see a full 60. I'm just going to burn it. I don't care. Anyway, by the time I was still in the points. I was like X2-1, I think it was. And I was just waiting for an excuse to drop. So as soon as the next person I played at round 6 beat me, I was like, thank you for freeing me. I just went and dropped because I was so done. I get what the argument is. The game itself is fun. I enjoy playing the game. That's why I like being competitive in it. Does that make sense? And it's not that the game isn't fun, but if I'm in a competitive environment, I want to compete. I don't want to be... I'm not doing it for fun at that stage. I'm there to compete. I'm there to spend time doing something I want to do. And if I can't do that because it's not worth doing, then I move on. You know what I mean? Happy to start the game after Lost Box rotated.
And his name is John C.
Low tables, you'll get the fun people to play. They play a WTF deck, they compile. But that's the thing, I'm not a social person at these tournaments and stuff.
His name is John C.
So I don't want the conversation. Like, listen, this is how weirdly antisocial I am. I was playing with a sphere mat from Pokémon Center for a long time, but people kept talking to me about it, so I stopped using it because I didn't want the conversation.
It's so strange.
It's just how I am. Like, I'm not a social person when I'm playing the game. That's all it is. Anyway, right, that is done. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Swiss round all finished and done. Let me get to the admin page. Dashboard, set up next phase. So, going into top cut with 16 match points. Just let me get to it. We have... Oh, wow, we actually don't have that many people with the scoreline. So we actually have just a straight top 8. 1-5-2 snuck in. We have in placement order currently, George 2943 with Terror Box, Carbinian with Dragapult Dust Noir, Quilava 153 with Typhlosion, GG Pig 11, great name, Charizard Pidgeot, Mio Yo, I'm going to go Mio Yo, with... Typhlosion. I got ID with Gardevoir, the Pokedex Show with Gardevoir, and DG Diverse 3 with Goldengo. So this is a straight top 8 cut just with how many players we ended up having. There could have been more IDs, but people didn't take them, so it is what it is. At JCS, this is your top cut. With a lack of IDs, we actually have a top 8 with 1-5-2 score sneaking in at JCS. Ah! At JCS, setting up top cut now. It is untimed, but please don't think slow play rules aren't enforced. Admin, set up next phase, confirm, okay. Up, I click cancel. God, I clicked everything I couldn't click then. That makes sense. That was English. Sure, why not? Gotta go feed the dogs because they go absolutely mental later, peeps. Bye, piano fish. I'll lock in and aim for day 2 when I can, but when I know I can't go further, it's nice to know I can just chill and enjoy the game on low tables. See, I don't enjoy games on low tables, so that's when I go out and do other things. Different people affected different way. Oh my god! Different people do things in different ways. That's just how I am. It's maybe not the healthy way to approach the game, but it's how I do. And to be fair, I'm fine with it. Oh, no, the two Brits are going against each other first. Rude. Where did I end up? Probably not scoring well. Oh, 30th. Yeah, top 32. It'll do me. I've done worse. All right, ladles and jelly spoons. That is going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you very much for watching as always. Please ignore the Patreon stuff. That's gone now. If you enjoyed today's stream, I've been Jester. I stream at twitch.tv/JesterTCG. To see the VODs, vlogs, and other videos, they will be back. There is a tournament Supercut, actually, that went up today. If you want to see the VODs, vlogs, and other videos at youtube.com/JesterTCG. To join the Discord, it's bit.ly/JestDiscord. And if you want to see the rest of the stuff, it's all there. You can go to jestertcg.com as well, and all the information's there too. If you enjoyed today's stream, I'll be back with another tournament stream next Saturday, hopefully. Unless anything's changed, I don't know. Otherwise, I'll be doing a chat challenge on Wednesday, and I might do a tournament stream on Monday, but no guarantees. Thank you for watching as always, guys. Thank you to all the new viewers, all the new players today. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you to everyone who returned today as well. I know I've been away for a while, but I am working on coming back more regularly. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. See ya! And